house.
No, more than likely they're going to get texts about this one. And tweets. Don't forget the tweets and record the commentary, Christopher. Hello, everybody. This is really exciting if you're just joining us.
Right
yeah, we should be live. Hopefully, the internet has been a problem all day. We have a very special guest. If you can't see him, I'll introduce him in a second. Alfred Chicken.
It's me.
Why did you flip it over?
It's the Brett Elston. We talked about this in 2010, but you weren't there to sing the praises of Starship Troopers.
Charlie Brett.
Starship Troopers. Brett Elston is a favorite of yours and mine.
This is a fantastic movie. Like, no two ways about it. And I mean, this is one of those, like, at this point in 2017, it's been talked about to death. It's been analyzed to death. Yes, we all know the intent of this movie and why it is the way it is. But even seeing this I was a teenager. I'd actually just turned. Well, I was a week away from 17 because my birthday is very.
I was
just
going to bring it up to you.
My birthday.
I think one of the reasons the movie is very important to me. It's the first rated R movie I had the decision to see again and then again in the second run theater and then again in the second run theater.
There you go.
And we all did. Like, it was one of the first movies we didn't have to sneak in. We didn't have to like trick someone at Blockbuster because there still wasn't BitTorrent or anything like that yet.
I think it was Lord of War for me.
Lord of War, what a waste! What a waste!
Wow. But no, this came out I think November 7th, 1997, and this is one of those movies. It was high school for me, junior year, and we all. Like, the group of us that went to see it, we filled the entire row, and it was the only time in my life I think where it was like the far left all the way to the far right. We take up an entire row, and it was such a joyous occasion where we all left like that was one of the best movies I have ever seen in my life. And I'm enjoying it in the intended way, as Verhoeven meant, which is in a RoboCop. Like, this is making fun of the thing.
I'm making a pulpy, violent, but incredibly anti-fascist movie that will still please crowds in the flyover states, and I know you hate it when I say that, people.
Well, I'm from. That doesn't matter. It tanked. Like, it didn't do great at all.
I thought it did pretty okay. It got 4 sequels.
It's got so many CGI Netflix series.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
by the time
you should ignore all that.
But by the time even the second one showed up, it had been several years. But it was a great, like you said, it delivers as an action sci-fi movie, even independent of the commentary. It's RoboCop. It's a movie that is supremely watchable, but also whereas RoboCop is like corporations suck, money sucks, bloat sucks, like all this stuff is gonna run us into the ground as a civilization, and it has. Whereas this movie is all about fascism, war state. What happens if the military totally takes over and your rights as a citizen become contingent on military action? That's this movie. And
we are lucky. We got a crowd-pleasing sci-fi movie in the late 90s directed by someone who lived through Nazi occupation. That's something no sci-fi movie will ever have the luxury of again, and I can't believe it happened in our
hopefully
lifetime.
not.
Hopefully not.
But did anyone ever interview, what's his name?
Verhoeven?
No, the writer, Heinlein, about...
Oh, Michael Ironside?
No, like his... Heinlein, the
Robert
author.
Heinlein.
Yeah, Heinlein, Jim Heidlein,
Robert Heinlein,
the guy who wrote the book.
Who
wrote the book, who wrote it as a like this generation's too soft.
Yes,
and, like,
we need a little fascism in our lives.
But like,
grow up.
Then this movie becomes like the ultimate, like, oh, we got the movie rights, and guess who's directing it?
Somebody who hates you.
The guy who's going to rip you a new one.
And we are 21 seconds in our file. We are paused at the after the film logo, right when the film says TriStar Pictures and Touchstone Productions, means this is something Disney backed out of making.
Yeah, the Touchstone.
Mark Hauser says they hated it the first time they saw it because they thought all the fascist stuff was sincere, which is how the book is.
The book is exactly like that, but like I love the quote we found on 30-2010 of Verhoeven. It's just like, if you make beefy, pretty people and guns are only good for one thing: a society that kills bugs. That's it. That's all you'll ever do.
John Wiglows asks, "Are we opening with a propaganda piece for your Patreon?"
We should. Would you like to know more? Patreon.com/LaserTime.
This also has, and I didn't realize this until this year. It didn't occur to me, a Golden Girls cameo.
No, what?
Who?
There is one of the Golden Girls.
Point it out when it happens. Don't say it. Don't spoil
you
it.
will know it. So that's the thing. If I asked you which Golden Girl was in this movie, you'd be like, none of them. Shut up.
Yeah.
The moment she shows up on screen, now that I've mentioned it, you'd be like, holy shit! And no one in the chat spoil it because I don't want anybody here.
Is it B. Arthur reprising her role from the Star Wars Holiday Special?
It is literally
it
is literally the ending of Lake Placid, just suddenly in the middle of the movie.
But this movie is like legit great. Everything I say about it though is something I've said about RoboCop 1,000 times. If you like a mindless, hyper-violent, pulpy comic movie, it works. If you want something that has a little bit more to say about society or science fiction of sociology, that's there too. And some really, man, when you see Clancy Brown, I think this is like right before Mr. Crab, and you can't separate the voices anymore. He's just using that voice. Enemy can't attack if you.
I think it's the year before, right?
Yes. If you disable his hands.
But he was already the Kurgan.
Sure.
Stacy
And Lex
Pro.
Luthor.
You're in it till you're dead, or until I find somebody better. My wedding vows.
Well, I think we should get started. We are 21 seconds in our file. We are paused at the TriStar and Touchstone Pictures presents.
Apparently, this is on Stars.
Is it on Stars?
Someone said that in the chat.
Sign up for a free trial.
So are all the Criterion Godzilla movies all of a
weird.
sudden and announced by no one.
Yeah, they just put that out. It's like, hey, guess what? We have all the old Godzilla movies, and it's probably going to be a
We
box
also
set
have
next
the
year.
Gladiator TV show. What else does Stars have? I
That
have
could
no
be
idea.
Spine 1000. That could be a
Ash
giant
vs. Evil
Godzilla.
Dead. They
Okay.
forgot right in time for Halloween. They totally forgot they had one of the greatest horror shows on television.
Just in time for Valentine's.
But 21 seconds in, we are paused at the TriStar Pictures and Touchstone Pictures presents. We're going to unpause on the count of 1, 3, 2, 1.
What the hell?
Come on.
Maxie Moore says, I remember watching the Roughnecks cartoon series.
I
between
liked it.
Sonic Underground, Mummies
Starship
Alive, and
Troopers.
Monster Rancher.
Jesus,
I woke up.
that's one
I
hell of a
woke up my
collection.
freshman year of. Oh, I love
We
Hot
interrupt
Stars.
this commentary for Federal Network.
This looks so good.
Yes.
For me, this era, like late 90s, is the peak of like how movies looked on film for some reason. I don't know why, I just love it. Like when I think of the colors in this movie and the Kids in the Hall movie and Austin Powers, like all these weird movies that looked weird, shot beautifully
Fuck
on
you, kid.
film.
It was before CG ran wild.
Yeah.
Even though, but the CG is so well done in this film, in night and day shots. I don't know. I'll see if it holds up on this.
So
viewing.
like, there's CG in this used when there was no practical equivalent, but that looks sick as
That looks
hell.
so fucking good.
Yes, give me that. What do you want me to blow up? I'll do it.
Would you like to know
That
more?
looks like a real rock. You know why?
Probably
This
is.
makes me think of like being in a theater in
Chris,
the
are
late
you trying to
90s.
click on all
I'm
these
not.
links that show up in the movie?
XSplit, don't show mouse.
This looks the same as Austin Powers.
They really went to space and shot this, guys.
When I was a kid, I just thought that's how it worked. I thought like, oh, it's right above Earth. They must have shot a camera into space, right?
But in
Invasion.
the book goes into more of the story, which I would be nice, but I don't really need. The bugs are firing meteors from an asteroid belt into Earth territories. Oh, and it starts with a bunch of propaganda and a flash forward. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And here's a journalist on the scene telling him, we're here fighting the crazy, mindless enemy that only wants to kill us.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Stacy Pro says, so their guns are sponsored by Raid. That's the famous line from Lost in Space. I'd trade it all for a lousy can of Raid.
There's our first person being sliced in half. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, did they jump the gun on Casper Van Dien being a movie star?
Now, when did Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard show up?
No, that's not this movie. And that's every other movie from this period. Summer Catch.
Caleb asked,
Scooby-Doo?
Chris, would you rather fight one of these bugs or do a full playthrough of Bug on Sega Saturn?
I can get pretty far in Bug.
I played the shit out of Bug.
It's not bad.
Awful.
John
It's bad.
John Wass says, Buenos Aires was faked. Are we to believe a tanker bug could hit all the way from across the galaxy?
It was a false flag. They were all actors.
1 year earlier.
Also, this is what 1997 people thought kids would have in their school.
A Wacom tablet, too expensive.
Yeah.
And now everybody has an iPhone that blows this thing out of the water.
Sam Fisher, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Ironside.
Hey, there's Doogie Howser. And there's a MILF right behind him. What is this? Is this school? Why is she in a school?
They're all high school students, yeah.
Wait, Sam Fisher, the spy from my original Xbox?
Yes.
What's that game called?
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell.
What is this? What's Michael Ironside been? Was he in Total Recall? I think
Manhunter. Michael Ironside has been so much good fucking 80s shit.
God, she's so pretty.
This is the first time I saw Denise Richards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is still kind of the most beautiful woman in the world.
She would go on to play an astrophysicist in a James Bond movie.
Was her name like July Christmas or something like that?
Christmas.
Something Christmas.
And Christmas only comes once a year.
Christmas. I thought only Christmas came only once a year. Because he made her ejaculate twice.
He did. He did.
No way he did. Pierce Brosnan isn't making
She's
anyone.
a squirter.
So I love how this is set up. He's
The character. I don't know about Denise Richards.
He's a veteran
it's
of
all over his face.
a war being constantly fought.
That arm looks pretty good.
Yeah, how'd they do it?
That's just a prosthetic, right? That looks like CGI right there.
Denise Richards? No, she's real, man.
Can't be. She's too pretty. Richard Dupaton says Denise Richards is one of the most gorgeous women ever. He's right, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undercover Brother.
I am ready to interject my lips onto your mouth.
Oh, thanks for the Mario Paint, Evite.
Here's the. You know what sound the trumpet makes?
When I was in art school, we
now
would
can I
do
play
this.
the bug video game?
We would draw pictures and send them to each other on the internet because that was a new thing then. Look at this guy. Who is this guy?
You're the most gorgeous man in my class.
He's so good in this movie and so bad in
But
everything else that's ever
What is
happened.
Denise Richards' best acting role?
Undercover Brother. She's hilarious in that movie.
Because I remember her being on an episode of Saved by the Bell and being like, she was bad for Saved by the Bell acting. I'm your secret admirer, Slater.
She gives
basically
the...
just a
John Wilkes is Team Dina Myers. Oh, too bad, man. Too
It's
bad.
Also, you know, this is like
Whoa.
this is the most anime shit of all time too. Like
Hell
they're
yeah.
all high school students who behave and act as if they're 30 and have the problems of 30-year-olds, but are in school and then all leave to get their character class determined and then get different character classes and then all combine at the end.
This is Evangelion. This is the
Like,
best Evangelion
it's
cool
movie
that
we'll
city
ever
looks. And again, this is Brazil.
supposed to be.
And I don't know why it's Brazil and how much I think it's just naturally set there in the book, but the idea that there's this hyper clean city in Brazil filled with white people says something so terrible.
Every sci-fi thing is like, one day white people will live everywhere. What a future. We'll have tall buildings every place you can think of.
And speak that Midland American accent where nobody's from anywhere.
But their football
Welcome
game
to
is
Brazil.
irredeemably stupid. Oh, 35! You got red Metacritic on your math test. Now, what a dick. And this is before like the renaissance of NPH.
Yeah.
He had not done
Pre-Harold and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar I think is the beginning. Dr. Horrible is like the
Yeah, him showing up here was like, him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's still around. He'll be Spider-Man in a few years.
Oh, is this Argentina? I don't know.
Wow, has he hit puberty yet? He's still sounding like Doogie Howser.
Well, it's hard to tell because he was a doctor.
Damn it,
so
Barney,
young.
you're such a dick. Oh,
That's
that was
Barney from
He's Barney
High
Stinson.
Maintenance.
I've never seen that. So if you put Barney in the chat, I'm going to read it like
a
bad
good
friends.
show.
Needless to say, Rico's test scores are not legend. Wait for it. Dairy. See, there's a How I Met Your Mother reference.
JGB Sterling says this is like in Persona where you get popular for good grades in the hallway.
I thought you were going to talk about The Legend of Tarzan, the movie Rico starred in right after this. Catherine Van Dien, we thought he was a star.
Man.
George of the Jungle holds up.
That's
You know,
impossible.
let's just all say a silent prayer for the fact. Here we go.
There are one of these in the Seattle Museum of Pop Culture.
Hang
I
on.
got to touch.
Cool.
Let's take a listen to this person's voice, shall we? This teacher's voice.
No.
It's just a bug.
Oh my
Are
god!
you kidding? I did not know that at all.
Rue McClanahan.
Rue
everybody.
McClanahan.
Whoa!
She's the one I guessed it would be.
As
Holy
a battle-scarred
shit.
biology
And she's
teacher.
like makeup to hell.
If it
like
was any of the other ones,
Whoa.
you'd know it.
would not have guessed that.
Blanche Devereaux.
Fucked her way into the classroom.
Don't say that.
What? She
was by far the horniest.
So I'm in
Golden
season
Girl.
5 of Golden Girls right now. She absolutely would do that and would be proud of it.
You're only in season 5?
Oh, going from the beginning,
Yeah.
like watching it all the way through again. It is a great time.
Is that picture I keep seeing of Estelle Getty holding a Game Boy something that's real? Like,
Oh,
looks too good to be
so
true.
we're in, season 5 is 1990, so that could still happen. She's gonna throw up.
I'm trying to figure out who she looks like, but I can only come up with Roy Orbison. Pretty Woman.
She looks like Hank Hill's dad.
Nope, she's Laotian.
Ah, fuck. Fitty man.
Oh yeah, it's Argentina because that's
Whoa.
where,
Argentina, my
Buenos
bad.
Aires is the capital. But thank you, American public school system, for.
That's pretty cool that Denise Richards puked on screen, right?
Thank you,
I
D.
think like a lot of stars from that time, they're like...
But
attractive
that
young women
nobody
wouldn't
here
wanna
was a
do
star.
that.
Everybody here was an unknown other than NPH.
Why do video games look worse in this?
They look worse than they did
The
at the time.
commitment to standard definition, that's all it took.
Look,
That looks like a computer from a Shin Megami Tensei game. He's so pretty.
That's the way he likes it, baby.
What kind of...
you want to live forever?
So they're buddies?
They're buddies.
Okay.
And he's
So
also
now
a practicing
him-
psychic.
Him making fun of him for having bad scores is a fun
Yeah,
thing now.
They're-
I think that's funny to
but
do
like-
to your friend, but if they
yeah.
were like rivals...
I was trying to bring that up when Shit Steve was on our podcast. Like, he did a ton of things that look really shitty, but are all like
Yeah, but if you're
Florida
buddies-
friendship thing.
Yeah.
But so like Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris is like specking into the psychic. We are like humanity has burgeoning powers, tactical, strategic
So
mind
this is
stuff.
a prequel to Looper, is what you're saying.
This has to be the future
could
because
be.
ferrets are illegal now.
Farts are illegal?
No, ferrets.
No! Chris will be hung in the street.
You can't own a ferret in the state.
In California, you can't own a ferret?
Nope.
It's the one state you should own a ferret. It's the only state you should own a ferret. Maxine Morris is the best actor in the movie has arrived, meaning that ferret.
By the way, that ferret is dead.
You think so?
Yeah.
Think?
After he molested his mom?
Ferrets get to be like 40.
I love this.
Football
This
game.
football shit is the most like. No one can tackle me.
It's just football mask with no. It's just football with
Get
no.
ready.
Oh!
Whoa! Yes.
Whoa.
Superhuman power.
Several people in the crowd down.
I miss when Blitzball still had water.
It's football, but without the mask, so you can see the pretty people, and the ball is covered in tinfoil.
I love the space ball, man.
Another very pretty man.
Tom Cruise?
He's like pretty in a. We couldn't get Bill Paxton, so like
The little
that
Peter
guy?
Gallagher.
He looks familiar.
son of a bitch.
He's so sweaty.
I made the team.
That's cool that he gets to be sweaty, too. Because like, a lot of people would take that helmet off in movies from this time and just look perfect.
Smell you later.
Can you believe they let us play this game totally stoned?
And this is what happened to the San Francisco Giants. Baseball became football so fast, I barely even know.
I have lots of ideas about your girlfriend.
I hate the main
Boom.
character.
Flamingo
already.
Cocktail knows me. On Saved by the Bell, he's the guy who steals Kelly from Zach. He was the manager at the Max.
Oh.
Yeah.
Talk about typecasting.
Like none of this makes any sense.
Yeah, I do love these one-play touchdowns.
Yeah.
When the score is 41 to 43,
And the whole field is like 40 feet across. You know what football doesn't have
That
enough
happens
of?
sometimes in football. You'll get high scoring games of that.
I know, but just like these high school level games,
Yeah.
like everyone sucks.
But football games are never like that. You never have time to go to the sideline and hit on
Hey,
chicks.
co-ed football here.
Hey.
No judgments here.
God damn, all these men are dragging the sport down.
This is so like at some time in like 2021, someone has said football should have 40% more concussions.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that's what he's saying here. It looks like a more violent version of football.
Oh
Fewer
yeah,
timeouts.
he's saying that sports are ridiculously violent. I think so.
This shit is great.
There's
Yes.
a Nerf football.
where he clearly jumped off a
Yes.
ramp.
That is a total Sin Cara jump right there.
This dude is Bill Laimbeer's combat basketball made into a human.
Model league football. Nobody threatened my wife and children because of this cold. Please.
Mwah, mwah, you lose.
Mark Kessler said Trump literally said football should have more concussions.
Yep.
Did he say that?
He said there should be like less regulations and shit.
Too
Like,
much regulation.
There's so many scenes in this movie. We've seen like 17 scenes already.
That's a
Movie's
total
great,
TV
dude.
mum right there. I can't place it right now.
Hello,
I thought
I'm
we're
not
a
Martin.
Sega family, little young man.
Sega
A
Vision?
strategy guide, son. We play through games the natural way.
Can you not find the exits on your own?
Dad, I wish you were Martin Sheen.
I'm tired of being here with your Predator memorabilia.
No, if you'll excuse me, I have to host the Tonight Show.
Excuse me, I have a high school AIDS benefit to go to.
Is that guy being dubbed by Martin Sheen?
It does sound a lot like Martin Sheen. But this is like the same year West Wing came out, right?
I need space scotch now.
90s? Yeah, it would have been around then.
If this movie came out this year, we'd be able to buy that scotch.
Yeah,
Blade
frankly,
Runner.
I want
Yeah.
those glasses.
Yeah.
Blade Runner Scotch still on sale, $100 a bottle.
God, Blade Runner was fun.
But that scotch is so unappetizing in that movie.
It's a special blend.
Trump also said Samurai Japan should shoot down Korean missiles.
Yes, he did say that. I'm telling. Look up. Him
Somebody
feeding
tell
those
me what
fish.
he's doing right now. Oh, is that when he like dumps a whole box
Yes.
of food?
When
I
they-
just saw the picture. I didn't know what he was
they
doing.
were like, use the spoon, and he just dumps the box.
Here you
into
go,
the
fish.
water.
Everything.
Fuck you, fish.
Oh, can they be overfed? I'll buy you more. My bad.
How much is a coral reef?
Is this food well done? Put some ketchup on it. Stacey Pro says, "Well, they could have gotten Joe Estevez for a sandwich."
So I believe he got to Casper Van Dien got to star in a couple more movies. Ladies and gentlemen, Comic-Con. He got to star in a couple more movies. Was bumped down to not only straight to video but mostly Christian stuff. The TBN network made a couple Christian action movies.
So this is a high school or even college student is kind of astonishing. That is a mom haircut.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't know what the style's going to be in 2100.
True.
This looks like the end of every 90s teen movie.
She's in the 22nd grade. This is a big deal.
This could be the end of Good Burger. Hooray Lars says he was in Sleepy Hollow.
Was he really?
I don't know.
I know he's in like 2 or 3 good things, but
yeah, he was Smothered Man 7.
But he's
drowning in leaves.
He's like legit.
Big chin.
He's legit terrible and like perfect in this role.
Who is this actress? She looks very Melrose Place.
People keep saying her name. I don't know what she's from.
She's dizzy in this. I know that much.
Which MTV VJ was she before this?
No, she wasn't one of those.
Because I definitely remember any character named after my least favorite UK video game.
She looks like she was on Melrose Place and she didn't change her haircut for the movie. Like I can't do that.
I don't know John Ramos, but he does look like he's friends with Kevin Sorbo. I could believe it.
He's got a scar on his chin, like Harrison Ford.
From the bugs.
Hooray Lars says she was on an episode of Friends, and now I reckon. Yes, wow, shit, that's in my brain. Which episode was that?
Hey, I like girls.
Hey, my jacket doesn't fit. She was in Star Trek Nemesis? Who was she in Nemesis?
She was Picard's clone, right?
She was, I was going to say that. She was Tom Hardy. Dizzy was in Keanu Reeves' 9th best action film, Johnny Mnemonic.
Wow.
It says Birdie.
I've still never
Birdie?
seen that somehow.
Dolph Lundgren's the bad guy in it, right? It seems
what?
to merit being seen. Johnny Mnemonic, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think
didn't know that. You know what Dolph is short for, right?
Dolphin?
Adolf.
I did not know.
His name is Adolf.
That's tragic.
I don't know if his name is Adolf, but Dolph is usually short for Adolf.
Just like Topher.
Take it from me,
here.
Topher.
Yeah, Topher. Chris Topher Grace.
What do you got? 1997.wave file by chance?
We got to get out of here. They got to shoot the end. I can't hardly wait right now.
What 90s band is this?
Whoa.
Shadazy? Is it Shadazy?
Shadazy.
White
you look at me like I'm a
SWV.
Shadazy expert.
You're the only person who's uttered Shadazy.
Shadazy.
Just because I constantly reference Shadazy doesn't mean I know anything about Shadazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Thievery Corporation.
I have no idea what
I'm going to guess it's Save Ferris.
Better Than Ezra. Coming up next at your senior prom.
Oh, I thought I had one and I didn't.
Oh,
Pete
man.
Takeshi's the bad guy in Johnny Mnemonic? I got to watch this freaking movie. This sounds crazy.
Flamingo Cocktail. I always get Johnny Mnemonic and Virtuosity confused.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, Virtuosity, I really want to rewatch it.
It's like
I thought it was really fun.
The American debut of Russell Crowe.
It's Russell Crowe as a child. Adult,
not do his hair
as a computer, like it's like a holodeck episode where the bad guy comes out and kills people in the real world.
And Denzel Washington is on
and Denzel, like that and Fallen are two like really good sci-fi mystery Denzel Washington movies.
I didn't know Fallen was sci-fi.
Is he throw a phone at Denzel Washington?
Or like a ghost?
It's like it's a spirit. It's like a demon. Both of those movies are good as shit. And nobody talks about them because they're not Training Day.
If I said that, I get so many angry comments about how I love everything.
No, just bad things. Bad.
You said Shadazy and
I don't love Shadazy. I miss Shadazy.
Show him the tattoo.
Stacey Pro says you said Shadazy at least 3 times. You'll summon them to sing the new Laser Time theme. Fuck.
I don't know who Shadazy is.
You remember Shadazy?
Oh.
They were huge. For like 6 months in 1998.
Oh! Wait, that's not his girlfriend. Wait, it is his girlfriend.
No, it is.
God, she's so
But yeah,
pretty.
Richard Dupitton says everyone is ready to cheat on each other in this movie.
It's the future, man. Everything's fluid.
It's the future, but like half the people are there in military outfits.
Look at all these white people.
Yeah, so to catch you up here, they're graduating high school, and then a bunch of them, this is their last night, and so they're all going to cheat on each other, but they're not really going to. But now they've all got to spec out into their roles, and they will never see each other again, or so they think, to go fight the nameless enemy who will always want to kill them no matter what happens.
Casper Van Dien's dad said, like, you can't be a citizen unless you enlist in the army.
Army guarantees citizenship, which gives you actual rights.
They got one fat guy in there.
Nobody mentioned. This is definitely Comic-Con.
Yes. Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like every convention hall. That guy's got robot hands.
I'm trying to get
Jake Busey has not shown up yet, Bert.
Oh, Jake Busey, yeah.
No, dude, you'll know him when you see him.
Mm-hmm.
Awkward Loser says
Oh, so yeah, here's an example of everyone who's in any position of authority is a tattered mess. So you think
they have bald spots.
You think he's just like, oh, he's got a robot hand, okay. And then when he's like, "Oh, I did a tour too."
Excuse me, I have to empty my colostomy bag.
Yep. Here we go.
With my robot hands.
You, on the other hand,
General
are dumb as a bag of
infantry.
rocks.
We're gonna use some chins like you.
P.S. I have no legs.
And the laser time chairs.
Yeah, as yours squeaks so loud.
Oh,
everyone
this
probably
is-
heard
this
it.
This is LA. This is kind of looks like the LA.
I think this is the LA convention.
Yeah,
Center.
this shit I
Right.
loved because like they're all
Right,
like,
buy overpriced tacos.
they're like smiling and laughing.
I gotta go. I have an appointment with Acclaim.
Friends forever, thick and thin.
There is a point in this where we made fun of this movie for like a while, but when it happens, I'll let you guys know. Look out for that hot take later in this commentary.
Joe Ramos says, "You got no legs."
Oh
Lieutenant
shit, that
Dan."
is L.A. Yeah, L.A. Convention Center.
Yeah, for sure.
That really sounds like Martin Sheen.
It sounds just like him.
I don't want your life.
Awkward Loser says Dan Reichert was in a short film with Jake Busey filmed not long after Phantom McNasty ended.
No,
Is that a
that's
thing? Or does he
Shasta
mean
McNasty.
Shasta?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Phantom McNasty sounds like it could be a joke.
You're mixing up to
Danny Phantom?
mid '90s
Danny
sodas.
Phantom. Don't you wanna Phantom? Remember those ads? Those were the days. Does anyone? Okay, so do I sound crazy? But like movies of this time, like for some reason the film, like you can feel like it's from that time. Like this, Austin Powers, the Kids in the Hall movie.
That is definitely the convention
Yep.
center.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
It's sort of. This is not the end of film. That comes in a few years.
It's in a few years, but I feel like the peak was here. Like it just
A little
looks
bit.
so cool. I love the way that everything pops and looks from that time period.
It's also like the last. I mean, you could argue this, but I do think this is the last decade veering into 01 that has like such a defined style of clothes, makeup. Like
Yeah.
60s does, 70s does, 80s does, 90s
I think
does.
the 2000s does.
2000 by like 05, 06, it's so like scattered that it's
Yes, but
it's,
when we're doing like T3 stuff and I'm looking at 2007, I'm like, that is a 2007 ass beard. Like that guy has the 2007 beard I've seen.
Well, it's also a sci-fi movie that like doesn't.
But I was a teenager.
The
then, so
sci-fi
maybe
movie that doesn't give a shit about lighting. Like everything's just lit,
just
overlit,
like,
and
yeah.
we're outside.
Because like the main actors in this movie are so boring looking. I'm
Wow.
like so drawn to the people in the background, and so many people in the background are just like NPCs in a video game that are like programmed to do an action.
Hut, hut, hut.
Literally a minute ago, a guy just picked up his daughter and swung her around, but like there was no there's no passion involved, like not even embrace. It was like picking up like a sack of potatoes and turning around with
we
it.
got to do that article next June. The E3 doubling for an airport. It
Yes.
happens so often.
What's that movie where in the background you can see a guy throwing his dog in the water?
It's Thunder in Paradise. The Hulk Hogan
It's
show.
Hulk Hogan, right? Yeah,
In
he's
the
on a
back, but
motorcycle.
it's just like when you slow it down, it's like that looks really cruel.
Yeah.
It's a dude just
Oh,
like
yeah,
picking
yeah,
his
yeah.
dog
Picking
up
a
by
dog up and
his
throwing
front
it into
legs
the water.
and throwing it in the water.
Yeah, so Mark Kalzer saying 35mm film prior to color grading on every single shot.
Yeah.
Color grading on everything today. Nothing is allowed to look natural.
Yes.
It's like
And I don't like
tweaked and
it.
There you go,
fucking
that's-
everybody. Too many cooks in the kitchen.
I Am Patents is excited to see you, Brett. A lot of people have been saying stuff like that. He was just on 30-2010.
Man,
Chris
that's
had
the
his
good
mic off.
idea, bad idea fun right there. I think.
Good idea.
Kids,
bad
here's your
idea.
AR-15.
I'm Tom Bodett. Oh, it's Streak Dome.
Awkward Loser references the VH1 I Love This series.
This
I've
is wherever
probably
that
not
Star
watched-
Trek episode that you just talked about in 30-2010 was
Yeah,
filmed.
Justice.
Maybe like the only show I've seen more than the VH1 I Love This series is like The Simpsons. Like I've watched those shows so much and love them.
Jesse Pinkman got arrested.
Oh, this would you like to know more?
I can't believe it, bitch.
Hang on.
Yeah,
It's so
this is the one I'm
sad.
thinking
and,
of.
like, we're gonna murder a man on television live.
Ah!
This guy's gonna mind freak us.
What do you think? What do you think his third eye's gonna? Oh my god!
Oh, he's TN.
Call me now.
I miss those
This is
commercials
a whole
so
reference. Oh, this
I
is
don't know.
amazing.
This is pretty great.
much. Oh God, this I know.
His cow's dead.
Censored.
Aw, cows live a long time. I think this is the clip we showed on 30-2010.
Man, that shit
I
looks
love this
dope.
name. Bimmy J.J. Johnson says. And to think, a lot of people didn't get this was satire.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's pretty horrific.
Dude, this is so violent. And I also don't remember a movie being this violent at around 1996. I'm trying to think. 1997. I'm trying to think. Can't believe I can't think of what else was out because they're going to do a show about it.
Joe
Jackie
Ramos
Brown.
says that they actually know the psychic actor. The guy with the third eye.
Oh, really? Hey, Mr. Krabs. Ah,
Hey, this guy was voicing the Mortal Kombat cartoon.
was he?
He's a voice in everything.
I think he was William Stryker.
I can't imagine being anybody else. I'm Japanese and from the other world.
You will call me Liu Kang, sir.
He's Lex Luthor.
Is that guy not in Mortal Kombat? He has that look to him.
That's me.
What he does look laughing at SpongeBob?
He'd be a good Bison.
I was just thinking about future Jeff Foxworthy.
Holy shit.
Son,
Clancy.
you might be a redneck.
I do like this. He just immediately tells this guy to start harassing this guy.
Please beat him up. This movie rules.
This does look like a Street Fighter scene.
Yeah. Washout Lane.
Who wants to be called the F word first?
What the hell? Riot.
Hey, that's the catcher from Major League 2. He couldn't throw the ball back to the pitcher.
That wasn't worth that reaction.
Why is he on a Major League Baseball?
So he was a belly itcher.
Yes.
Riot.exe says, anyone got that one DVD of this movie that was dual-sided, but they still put the label on it, so you couldn't watch the special? That did
happen, yeah.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Because the movie, like Fifth Element, was so popular when Sony would re-release it, it would be the first thing
I remember that.
to launch new lines of DVD, like remasters and dual layers.
That arm-breaking scene is really rough.
Paul Gonzalez says, the Kurgan. I said that earlier, and Chris was like, who the fuck is that? Gotta see Highlander, man. That movie rules.
I had the Back to the Future DVDs that had they were like they were badly framed.
You had to send one of them in.
You had to send. I had to send 2 and 3 back to Universal Studios.
Is it like it didn't have the mat on it, like that the one Pee-wee's Big Adventure VHS, where you could see him pulling the chain through the bottom of the
I think
bike?
so. Yeah, it was just like it was really like I think cropped in too much.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Here's what we came for.
Cammy, look at her go.
Hey, there he is. Look at my teeth.
It's Gary Busey, ladies and gentlemen.
My Twitter Halloween name was Gary Busey.
Starship stands for successful Terranigma. I can't finish the rest of that.
You gotta pull your front lip up way how high to be one of these guys.
Personified, big teeth. Jesus Christ.
Personified.
I'm with Busey.
That show ruled.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Whatever happened to that guy?
He's already dead.
He did that awful Code Monkey
I love
show.
this weird, like, hey, we're gonna fix your bones with a bag of like Windex.
It's a back to arm.
Fuck off. Pink Glop looks great.
Hey, I gotta gnaw on something, or these teeth are gonna go into my brain.
Hey, my dad was in a bike accident. It made him crazy.
I know one cool guy named Ace. If you're being called Ace, it's an insult.
Look at that Hispanic guy who's super into this. He's like, yeah, beat the shit out of him.
What a great bully tactic of just like we are friends now.
I acquiesce. We're best friends.
And then the actual tough guy comes in. Like, yeah, all right.
Go be a Napoleon Dynamite.
I gotta remain celibate for my non-girlfriend who's flying a spaceship.
I hate this guy. I am not into this guy.
He's kind of a turd.
I don't care about anything he has to say.
Everybody kind of sucks.
Yeah, they are supposed to be like beautiful people who are not interesting.
Yeah, but if Neil Patrick Harris was the main character, I'd be at least interested.
Oh, don't get used to seeing Neil Patrick Harris.
This is the final round of American Gladiators.
Oh, right in the turds.
Who has a conversation while running?
Oh, let's see that Impact replay. Kenny Blankenship.
Who was that? Were we supposed to know who that was?
Up next is Starship Trooper.
I did like this guy. He fucking whiffs the throw.
Gary Babanoosh.
Get it on. Fuck, let's just watch every episode. That's just the best show ever.
I gotta poop.
I used to watch that while looking through my Dragon Ball Z trading cards.
And then
he said Trooper. That's almost the title.
That is practically Ernest.
I meant to do that.
was supposed to hit your face.
That hole was way bigger a second ago.
But the problem with that is it still doesn't,
Hey-o.
Here we
something
go.
for everybody.
Something for mommy and something for daddy.
Anytime I heard this movie talked about for the first like 10 years it existed, it was about this scene. About how
That's
they had
great.
co-ed
It's
showers.
almost like... It's almost perfect in that, like, if you're a kid, you can't really masturbate to this. Unless you like both men and women, which is...
You gotta use that...
But I'm like, wait, I just saw boobs.
But
All
we
right,
see
here's
no
boobs. Now they're gone.
peepees.
You gotta use that early DVD A, B, in and out, so it'll just keep repeating itself.
But there are no peepees. We see no peepees. We only see boobies.
Who wants to see a flaccid, wet dick?
I want to see this guy's.
Nah, his dick's probably
Does
awesome.
his dick have that same mustache?
Hey, I like that they showed everybody could coexist happily in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look at tits without getting hard.
Do those showers actually exist? Because I've only seen them in this movie and some other movie I was watching recently.
Well, they're in every shop class when you need to like wash chemicals off your body.
Well, like gyms have big showers like this.
Get naked too.
I actually got the I forget what the situation was, but I got the army. Oh, you're a writer? You could write for the army pitch. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Like, I don't think the army wants game reviews.
We need another Army is great article.
I feel like in real life, none of these people would want to get their hair wet.
Man, the tan lines are real in this thing.
Yeah, so's the back hair apparently.
The best part.
Fake. That guy had a magazine. There's no way in hell.
Oh, cool. We watching Firefly now?
Could be an alternate future where future succeeded.
Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to my blog.
There we go.
Yeah. They shot that multiple times. He's already got spank
Did they
marks
insert
on
a
him.
fart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, his ass was already red.
ADR part. Sixth take.
That's what HD gets you, Phils.
I like the director was like, should we put a fart in here? Yes, let's.
Yeah.
What a fun group.
I feel like this is me trying to have a meeting at Games Radar. No,
Chris
Chris, we
farted on everything.
we can't write an article about shoes.
That's not what happened. I beg not to do it.
Oh, Amy Smart.
Oh,
Is that
shit,
Amy- oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Of Rat Race.
Why wasn't she naked?
And-
She's
To
naked
be-
in everything.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
practically raped in 2 Crank movies.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah.
She is.
Oh, yeah.
You're
No,
right.
it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, they're together, so you can't legally do that. Is that Oscar Nunez?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Space Mountain.
Oh, fuck yeah. Space Mountain's regular Space Mountain again.
Body Wars.
I never got to see Body Wars.
That's the only thing I
Flamingo Cocktail says, of all the Amy Smart movies, fucking Rat Race. Look,
Rat Race is pretty good.
it's one of her more notable roles.
I heard it was notoriously awful.
It's got some fun. John Lovitz is
Yeah.
fun in it.
But a funny joke doesn't mean the movie's good.
It's a comedy. Who gives a shit?
I remember
It ends
laughing
right-
out loud way more
Because
often
I'll
than
only
that.
exist on Earth for a set amount of time.
It ends at a Smash Mouth concert. What more
Matt
do you
doesn't
want
know
from a
that
movie?
yet.
I guess, yeah, you'll get there.
I live forever.
I'll rewatch all of Full House and make a podcast about it.
Maybe I'm thinking of Bubble Boy. Maybe that's
I
what
never
I'm
said that.
thinking of.
JCB Sterling said, "Come on, that's way more Star Tours." Yeah, it does look like the Star Tours.
Like that
car.
again. Physical models. Look at the lighting and shadows on that shit.
Yeah.
It will be better than any CG that is ever created. Go to hell.
These are the most like lax space pilots. They just get in and start fucking doing it. They're not even wearing seatbelts. Amy Smart.
It's
what
lucky,
on the side of her
but
face?
they're lucky it's in HD because if this was like half the resolution, this would look like a fucking FMV very fast.
Oh, that's even better. I love when a movie looks.
It's jarring because it's not a sci-fi movie that decides to do a lot of lighting stuff. What?
Yes, Mark Hauser. John Lovitz imitates a Nazi by accident. And they go to the Barbie Museum.
The Klaus Barbie.
Klaus
Museum.
Barbie.
It's John W. saying, we'll build a wall around the moon and make the bugs pay for it. That'd be a Dyson sphere. It wouldn't work around the moon. You have to build around the whole solar system.
Hello.
Uncle Loser says, I mostly know Amy Smart from Road Trip, the best DJ Qualls movie.
I saw it twice.
Road
on
Trip?
Hustle and Flow.
on a fucking date.
2 dates. Attaboy.
Yeah.
This guy
It
looks
was
like
2000.
his hair is never done.
But that's the thing. It took an hour to make it look that way.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
His hair is like the perfect Bill-less Mario hat.
He looks like a failed clone of Chris Kattan.
Like he's supposed to be the Hulk of Chris Kattan.
We made him too handsome.
It's my favorite John Mayer song.
What?
His hair looks like a... I forgot what he said.
Unfunny Kattan.
Your body is a failed Chris Kattan.
It's a better Chris Kattan.
Yeah. There's no better Chris
They're not
Kattan.
really space Nazis because it's like... It's the whole world.
Yeah, and
Can I get an IMDb check on the lady in the back there?
I guess
it's difficult to read them as fascist Nazis since they only seem to have anything bad to say about bugs who cannot speak. Not saying the ending is going there.
Yeah, I mean it is like
it's a phallic ship.
There's not like a genetic superiority thing going on in this movie. Like humanity as a thing is portrayed evenly. But it is like our enemy, our unified enemy, is a nameless, faceless bug thing.
You guys,
who cares what they think or feel?
I'm sure we've all Googled Denise Richards space docking. We're missing it. It's right here.
That looks really nice.
They look like ships from Spaceballs.
Easy.
Like I'm expecting the Mega Maid to show up any second.
You know, there's no up or down in space, so you could tilt up or down or do literally anything.
You could backflip out of that.
But that looks so good. Look at the shadows. I'm telling you.
Yeah. The shadows are always what do it. It's always lighting.
If everyone's a Nazi, no one is. No, that's not what Decicula said.
Red Biggins says, have you done a commentary on House of the Dead yet?
Ugh.
Let's just do a whole series on Uwe Boll.
They're not fun yet. I can't.
Uwe Boll movies?
No.
Those movies are fine. Postal?
No.
You get to see what's his name's dick.
It's not worth it.
Foley's penis,
especially when you know why.
Yeah,
because he's got to pay his wife $1 million.
He's not allowed back in the country.
Apparently, he's doing better now. Apparently, he pays her less a year because that story got out. It's probably still like $750,000 a year.
Hardly got you a bunch of pro bono anti-women lawyers. Pretty good 1997 graphics.
Thank you, John Wieglos.
Yeah, it's the braless wonder.
The lady in the background,
Sue Ellen Mishke.
Sue Ellen Mishke from Seinfeld. She distracted people because she wasn't wearing a bra.
Famous in GIFs.
Yes.
God damn.
She was also on Sports Night for a bit.
I remember that like shocked me to see that on television. I was like, what? What? This is a network show. This isn't HBO. Joe Ramos says, you guys remember the Futurama Starship Troopers parody with the balls? One of the best Futurama episodes.
No, did they do a direct Starship Troopers parody?
Totally. It's called War is the H Word. It's one of the best episodes. It's hilarious.
Huh. And I also remember, if I can be specific to my memories, Mystery Science Theater 3000 did an Oscar special and then made you wait for their predictions. And their prediction for every category, Starship Troopers wins everything.
This is the first ever episode of Red vs. Blue right here.
Yeah. Hooray Lars says Dave mentions Spaceballs every time he's on mic.
Yeah. Great movie.
Last couple weeks, yeah. You're never going to be good with a gun until you can learn how to backflip.
Wouldn't the red not work on your own team?
Seems likely. You got to bring it back to base, Rico. You idiot! God, shoot him!
Cut. Are we good?
When you with the squad.
I feel like Jake Busey was wiping off a line of coke he actually did right before the scene at the beginning of that.
That's right. Do you remember the only artist you can recognize in this movie?
Mm-mm.
When we were in the theater, we thought it was like the craziest soundtrack choice of all time.
Your individual 3x5 floppy disks have arrived with 1 meg of information.
Guys, your emails are in.
Your girlfriend sent you a GIF. Enjoy.
He brings him a brick.
Hamster dance. All right.
Good Lord. Oh my God, I have a hard-on with a Jennifer Aniston haircut right now.
This is before they invented Chatterbait.
And before I knew what that was. That's Jupiter.
This is like a Walt Disney special. Someday we'll live here.
This is Uranus. And speaking of Uranus, I'd like to put a finger in there.
Can everybody get away.
You know, we've done a lot of on-camera work. Can you imagine having to break up with somebody? One more time. We'll stitch that together.
Stitch together. Okay. Breaking up.
Breaking up. Blah, what is with me today?
I'm going career. I'm going career. I'm going to make a career out of the military. I'm going to be in the military for the rest of my life.
Denise Van Diem, it just sounds terrible.
Casper, what are you, a ghost?
I know.
Are you a mattress?
Johnny, I'm leaving you for Charlie Sheen. The Repro TV. I know, it's terrible.
Remember that?
I'm glad she didn't get his AIDS.
You don't know that.
You never saw the settlement. Oh, this GameCube disc. Fucking, I knew
I hate this copy of
Copy of Vex gotta go.
MX versus ATV, I've been there.
She loved Cubivore.
Where'd the thing... Oh.
I didn't even want this copy of Geist.
Dog food.
That was my first or second E3?
His hair looks upside...
Geist, yeah.
Gary Busey's hair looks upside down.
I like home to have
It's
my
two
hair.
different versions of Guile, everybody. It's a Jean-Claude Van Damme version.
It is, but his skull's poking out. He looks like Jughead, like blonde Jughead.
Do you know what Jughead's hat is?
Bloodhead.
No.
It's a fedora that's all cut up.
Oh, no, I did hear it's upside down.
Yeah, that's like a thing that people would do back then to be like, we're not part of the establishment. They'd fuck up a fedora and wear it to show adults that they're cool.
And Jeff Goldblum would rape somebody in one.
Ray Lars
Death Wish
again,
reference,
keeping tabs on Dave. Says Dave mentions AIDS every time he's on mic.
That can't be.
Dave's got to reveal.
I've been here a
he's
lot. I
building
mention
shit.
AIDS way more than Dave does.
Keep those suits pristine. They got to run them for that one episode of Firefly.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, they're playing that shitty Army Men game.
Dude, they're still making Army Men games.
Published by 3DO.
What the fuck? Awkward Loser says, I loved Casper Van Dien and Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. He was on that show?
Really? I guess that's why it was canceled. You had Casper Van Diem in it.
I think...
And it had Jessica Jones.
Oh, this is great.
Is Awkward Loser not mistaking him for James Vanderbeek?
Yes.
Oh no, his helmet's
They're
off!
losing live ammo!
No!
Ah! That's an amazing zoom.
No!
Yeah,
Look at
you're
that.
not going to need the medic.
What if you scoop all that back in?
Oh, wait, look at this. Look at this is. Tread lightly.
Whoa! Whoa!
We're going to the moon to get minerals.
I'm just fucking with you.
Is he going to just...
Clearly got his teeth caps later on.
Jesus, wow, those teeth.
This movie's got some big teeth.
Is he going to
in it.
discover the alien's evil plan while on the toilet?
Reading a book that was sent to the aliens.
I don't know. We'll have to check it. What is it?
I'm watching out.
You okay with it, Chris?
No, I'm trying to remember the name of what's it called? Dean Takes His Shit.
Yes.
I can't remember his character's name. What was it?
We may have a quiz coming up based on old internet memes. So if you want to remember shit like that.
It's true, Flamingo Cocktail. I don't think the helmet would have helped with that shot anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have still, like...
fired live
broke
rounds at
through.
human
It
beings.
definitely came from below.
I missed the teeth. Were they that bad?
No.
You're out of the Empire.
Someone said he had meth teeth.
I will break those aliens.
Bzzz.
What the fuck?
You get lashed.
This does not happen now. You can do whatever you want in the military and nobody gives a shit.
Your name is Toby.
Stacey
Okay, I love that name.
Stacey.
Perfect!
Ooh, much better than my old name. Stacey Pro says Van Dien was on 90210 in 94 as well,
No.
killing a lot of bugs as well, I guess.
I'm sure he was a good guy.
Last Stand says, is there not a single Starship Troopers video game?
There's many. They're
There-
called
yeah.
Earth Defense Force.
No, there's a
There's
lot.
an official one, right?
There's a PC one that's a little more accurate to the book because when I saw it, I was like, the book had
Is it an RTS?
bug killing mechs. No,
It's like an... Oh, yeah.
What is with his his uniform?
no, he looks very uncomfortable.
I've lost
He
a
looks
lot
like
of
a
weight since the last
scarecrow.
scene.
Now
They
pull-
cast someone else in this and they quit, so I'm in here in the suit they made for him.
Yeah, dude, his teeth are a little bit messed up.
He's got some buck teeth. I can't close
But
my
also
mouth.
chipped a little.
Here you go, ladies. The tables have turned.
Ooh, daddy.
Hi. I have a very specific fetish about getting kicked out of the military.
Not even the whipping; it's just being removed.
I can do without the whip. Thankfully,
it's just being dishonorably discharged.
I can only get off if an entire platoon is.
Yeah,
watching.
I need everybody watching.
No, you got to take away my squad.
You get dishonorably discharged, then you discharge.
Yeah. Can she psychically determine that her man is being whipped?
She's not psychic.
That's what I'm saying. Can she? I don't know. That looks pretty good.
Why does that look good?
That looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of shots in this movie that don't look good.
Because physical limitations make you have to work for it. When you have a supercomputer and 400 people who work very hard to make it look good,
I keep mentioning Austin Powers, but I just watched the Austin Powers scene that's like, oh, it looks like a big Johnson, like that whole thing. It looks amazing. Like, it looks so much better. Like, Clint Howard in that scene, sitting at that computer, looks so much better than any CG shit that comes out today.
Oh, I hate. He's got those Batman Forever mugs. It's terrible to drink coffee out of.
Those mugs rule. The McDonald's ones.
Yeah, but clear coffee mugs. I hate them so much.
Yeah,
they've been at every homeless shelter I've ever worked at. It's the one thing I've ever wanted to donate.
And the ones you plan to work at.
I got killed
every time they're on the ship here, it does remind me of a PS1 game cutscene.
Totally.
It does look like fucking.
You are the Warhawk, man.
No, man, why am I
Wing
Commander? Warhawk.
Oh, Warhawk, yeah.
Dude, those cutscenes are something.
I don't know if you've ever played the game Disruptor, which is Donnie Jeffcoat from Wild and Crazy Kids.
He plays,
really? The guy who talks like this all the time?
He plays a psychic who has...
no. Donnie Jeffcoat. Yes.
I'm Freddie Prinze Jr. Awkward Loser says, I bought those Batman Forever mugs on eBay for $17 2 years ago. Those mugs are amazing.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
I love them. I definitely had them. And the Disney World ones.
I finally got rid of all my Batman Returns McDonald's cups because a friend kept asking me, like, so
those too.
I've been over to your house and I keep seeing those since 1992. Do you still want them? And I'm like, no.
Oh, you gave them to that guy?
Next time you go to my parents' house, just take them.
Rebrew TV
Don't even
says,
ask.
I got the Flintstones ones.
Dude,
those were also great.
Her hair.
Too.
Look at her hair right now.
Yeah, look at that. Good
that is like
it's a half a lane.
That's butthead hair right there.
That looks like a wig on top of a wig.
Where'd my gel go?
Isidoritis.
Dude, I'm high as shit right now.
We need LA looks on the bridge.
Wow, what a weird pull. You had to be exactly your age to pull that. JGB Sterling says, I've got 2 of those Phantom Menace Taco Bell cups downstairs right now. Are those the plastic ones with the bust of a character on top of them?
I'm shocked they don't, because every time we go see a Star Wars movie at Alamo, they give us a glass, and like, this is in my house forever, and I use it every day.
I just got the Blade Runner one from there. I got a Blade Runner tumbler. It's
why
amazing.
doesn't McDonald's give out mugs?
Carl's Jr. still does plastic special cups. I got a Tick one that's on my shelf.
Yeah, they had Dunkirk.
They did Dunkirk. That's what followed the Tick.
A movie I want to remember every time I drink a glass of water.
I got a Star Wars one from AMC Theaters, but I didn't keep it. I threw it away.
If it's plastic, it goes in the garbage.
Joe Ramos says the Taco Bell dog is dead, but Rocco's voice lives on forever. Who was also Carlos
Rocky is still with us?
Yeah. Here, Lizard. Yes, whodunit? Recent Blade Runner. I got a special Blade Runner tumbler that has the unicorn on it. It's beautiful. I could have bought 2, and I only bought 1, and they were sold out. Now they're going for $100 on eBay.
I feel like Drew Carey dated this sergeant.
What was up with Beck Bennett playing Drew Carey on SNL this week? Wasn't that weird? Like, what a world we live in that Beck Bennett's playing Drew Carey on television. Stacey Pro says, I'm pretty sure a Power Rangers movie series used Starship Troopers armor. That could be, because Firefly also rented it, and another show rented that armor, so you see it show up in places.
Hi.
This lady was on Seinfeld and Sports Night. She's on like 8 other sitcoms.
This one right here.
No, the one before, the sergeant.
Yeah.
I'm Sexy Bison.
Well, it is real poopy that year.
Awkward Loser says Carl's Jr., but says Carl's Jr. Everybody sees those Carl's Jr. commercials where they advertise $5 man's meals. They always include a cookie, which completely emasculates the whole thing. That is true. They have those.
It's cookie and an Elmo
That's
Band-Aid.
always the most
it's like 2 burgers and a hot dog and a cookie every time.
That is always the most embarrassing thing to ask a flight attendant for. Like, would you like the chips or the cookie? Look, if I'm being honest, cookie.
Yeah. You know it's the cookie.
I have to say cookie to you.
You asshole, bring me the cookie. Joseph Sane says
Power
Rangers Lost Galaxy.
He's got a UMD player down there. Look at that shit.
That looks like every crappy radio I got installed from Best Buy. Like, it changes color every time the track changes.
Sony X Boost.
Yes, God.
You got to take it with you when you leave your car so it doesn't get broken into.
God, the reaction to the delivery they have when the asteroid is floating above their house.
This is a different ship.
No. This is when the asteroid hits Earth.
Oh, that's right.
What is?
And they just like his response is like,
Do you think we could have predicted this?
Hang on.
Both of his parents are being eaten out right now.
Are we gonna?
Oh.
AT&T
Maybe next time we watch it, we'll all listen to the joke.
What is his?
AT&T is still around.
What is his budget Sally Field mom from?
I don't know.
Budget Sally Field.
If only we had the internet.
She's from Smokey and the Bandit 3. Mark Hauser
Still
says,
smoking.
So conspiracy time. Did they deliberately have Buenos Aires destroyed so Castro Manti would stay with the military?
I would. He's that good.
Is it true? Is that actually a part of the movie that you can look into? No.
No.
It just so happens that that's where the rock is about to hit. As he's about to leave for getting the guy killed, Earth gets directly hit by the bug attack, and this sends the fascist military into like overdrive.
Nowadays, not that many people would be on screen at the same time. Like they would all be CG'd together. They would have shot each quadrant of that.
And they wouldn't be doing Olivia Newton-John push-ups. Like real
hey, they're doing burpees, Chris.
Burpees?
Do 5 of those.
Although they look real confused about it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
And they were not in sync. Reaper says we're going to war with Iraq.
I actually forgot it took
reason.
this long to like get into the action.
We're going to war.
Sorry, I can't talk more.
Oh, this is the part. So yeah, Buenos Aires is like removed from Earth.
Yeah. They got 9/11.
And Gazorp.
Clendathur. Did the bugs name that planet, or did we? I don't think we'd name a planet Clendathur.
They told us. They sent a sternly worded letter.
It's very
You
important.
were cordially invited.
Look,
to
I know we're in a war, but can you pronounce our planet?
Joseph Sane says they got 9/11 times.
That needs
1,000.
a Simpsons-esque like Moe's bar for his house. Like, oh dear God,
Oh dear God.
Barney.
Still proud of myself for that. Go check
Well,
out
that did make me laugh out loud in a cab where I was like, I had to like turn it off.
It's Heidi's contact, and it won't change.
Flamingo Cocktail says, "Duh, stay out of Clendathur."
You still have some hair, sir.
What else has he been on? I feel like I've seen him in other stuff.
Who?
Maybe lead with Your House Is Gone.
It's weird that he looks thin there.
Yeah.
That's like I've been watching early episodes of Curb, and I'm like, man, Larry David looks so much younger than he does now.
Why are we still using paper?
Is this the secret of the Krabby Patty?
I didn't see nothing. I want this guy to read everything I ever do.
Yeah.
Carry on, fuckstick. Little Shawshank reference. Oh,
Whoa!
whoa!
I love in episode 3 of Star Wars when the crawl comes up. The first word is just "war" with
War.
exclamation points.
Goofy ass shit.
It's so silly.
What?
No! Now
You're
taking
damn
serious.
right. That's not cool, man. Kill them all.
That dog is definitely dead.
Last Stand says
Sexy Marshall.
And the bug ran over 3 people on
Sexy Marshall
Halloween.
Deans. Last Stand says, is that bald guy Will Sasso from Mad TV? No, but he would be in stuff like this at this time. He was a Canadian working actor that showed up in a lot of weird stuff. I love Will Sasso.
Ding! Sky Marshal Ding!
Yeah, if you want me to go to war, show me the dead dog smothered in rebar, and I'll fight.
I thought it was a goat. Was it a dog?
It was a dog.
Aw.
SmackDown, know your foe.
Oh, NPH back. Ooh, the CG does not hold up very well.
Yeah, they don't look good in like flat lighting like this, but when you see them on their planet, they look really good.
Even the daylight of the.
Yeah. Go see me in a revival of Assassins.
Shoot the Nerve Center.
I love this.
Even little Sally knows how to.
What?
Oh, come on now.
Even Gertrude's getting into the act.
That still makes
Those
me...
are. I think they literally just killed bugs here.
This is some 1997
that lady
ass
rules.
moves.
The laughing maniacally.
All of our heroes
This
from
looks
the
so
beginning.
fucking good. This looks so good.
So good and real.
This
Joe
movie's
Remo
great.
says 10 plus points for teabagging the bug after a gnarly headshot.
Like, what piece of shit decided to replace all the models with computers?
This guy's not attractive
He's
enough
got
to
a
be
fucking
reporter.
Bob Barker mic in the year 2300.
That is the same mic that I had like on my first version of Skype on Counter-Strike.
It's a Logitech. We love it. Shout out to my dad. It's way more famous.
I'm a VTech boy.
Fuck that.
Fake news.
I got this microphone for $15 at Best Buy.
Ah!
Yeah.
I understood that. I believe the other guy.
So here's the thing. They're all like, hey, all our parents are dead. Let's all get tattoos together that say, like, death from above. Like, and the idea that, like, hey, my whole hometown has been wiped off the map.
Hey, are they all from Buenos Aires?
No, but
Him and Dizzy are.
yeah, not Gary Busey.
And this lady.
Jerry Busey. That's his name.
Jerry Busey. Larry Busey.
Larry.
And
Busey.
then they're like, hey, want to go get tattoos together? And then for, like, the rest of the night with my friends, it was just like, hey, our parents are dead. Want to get tattooed? Life sucks on my bicep.
Look at my dad's headstone on my bicep.
Dead Duck 2.0 says, my death from above tats on my lower back.
What desiculous. My first mic came with a dragon speak to type program.
Yeah.
Wait, like a dragon language?
Dragon's a program that does
Yeah, that
text
was
to
a-
Oh, I thought you meant like if
That was a
I
text-to-speech
speak
thing.
dragon and hiss into the
No.
mic, it'll translate.
parcel tongue.
Vos roda. That means ASL. Brett, laugh on mic when you're laughing at something I said.
It was a proximity
Damn.
humor.
This guy can't even get like.
Get this sideshow Bob hair at an asshole out of here. Like this guy sucks.
He looks like a giant Chris Kattan, doesn't
Oh,
he?
Rico, really?
This guy, he can't get a pity lay from Denise Richards after his parents died.
He looks like a regular sized Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan's a miniature version
Wow,
of
a fully ripe Chris Kattan.
him. What if we didn't fuck up Chris Kattan the first time?
Is he even that short? Like,
He's no longer mango. He's got to be pineapple.
We've already altered Chris Kattan. Pray we don't alter him further.
this guy sucks.
We still say that in this year.
How much product's in your hair right now?
Anybody want to pitch his voice up?
Stupid Troopers is the other movie we made.
I can't wait for this
Look
guy
at
to
those
die.
pants. Get out of
Look
here.
at that jacket. What's the belt over his jacket?
Yeah, it's like if Elvis were a Nazi.
Smack.
Starship Troopers house thinks they're better than us.
Starship Troopers, you're off campus. Woo!
Oh man, they're each gonna bring their own team into Survivor Series. Wait, is this the recognizable song?
No,
Okay.
it's during the Spock sequence.
Okay.
Spock?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
He is a more douchey Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Red Baron.
Rob Lower.
Oh.
Man, that Mad Magazine
Got him.
shit.
Got him.
Then you fold in both your middle fingers into one.
Do not do that. Start over.
Must calibrate another human.
Yeah, families are dead.
Yeah, we all got our Call of Duty emblems tattooed on us.
Except Casper Van Dien's one says "Death from a bow."
Oh, now I gotta learn how to shoot arrows. Chris Kattan peaked at the peak of freshness. Is squeezed into every drop of Robert Loggia's brand juice, says Stacy Pro. Look at this. Those
Can
are
you
all-
believe behind the
That's-
scenes Robert Loggia is holding up the t-shirt store launch?
Is it true?
It has been copyright flagged. A picture someone drew of Robert Loggia.
That was a Photoshop filter.
We got you, sir.
So that means kill a dog or kill a cat.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Not on Clendathu.
What if the bugs have?
But this is what I love: is they go over there like they got punched in the nose. So they're like, we are sending everybody to go fight, and they come down here and get the shit kicked out of them. This looks so good.
I'm not fucking
so fucking good.
I'm not fucking around.
Insane.
This affected like our response to my opinion on the response to 9/11. Like, we're so mad, we're gonna go over there and do everything. Like, look, go
just
see
chill the
Starship
fuck
Troopers.
out because we're gonna go over there. And then, do you remember anything about Vietnam? Well, of course you don't.
I'm from World Trade Center, and I said kill them all.
I grew up in the World Trade Center.
I was born in the Pentagon.
Joe Ramos. Hey guys, did we check if this planet has breathable air?
I love that the fucking bug's already firing.
No
back.
time. Yeah, and so they don't know anything about their enemy. They think it's random bullshit flying off the planet, whatever.
They're just a bunch of stupid bugs. Who
Yeah,
cares?
they're stupid idiots
They
who don't know
even
anything.
have Prodigy. We don't need.
We got Prodigy. I'll fucking put my mixtape in right now.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, 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 wow. That's the beginning of Firestarter.
They're shooting off fireworks for us, fellas.
They're celebrating.
I didn't notice how much of this wasn't CG.
Yeah, a lot of this still looks really good, man.
I want a whole theme park based off of this movie.
All the bugs are definitely CG, but it seems like most of the ships are not.
JJB Sterling, I can't believe how much movie is left.
Dude,
yeah,
look at that
you're right.
It gets so like the end of the movie is like you could have pitched that as its own movie.
Yeah.
And it's really fun.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to pee at least twice.
I would say 3 times.
Maybe 3 times.
You didn't make it half an hour into the podcast last time.
These fucking bugs don't know
I pee a
typo
lot.
negative. Joe Ramos.
John Mogo says, I love this shot coming up. Let's try and guess what shot he's talking about. Oh,
All this
God.
shit looks so good, man.
Yeah.
Like, look at all that. Like,
Jesus Christ.
like, go to hell every movie with CG in it. Like, I want this.
Yeah, this is one of the most underrated movies of the '90s. I'm hoping, kind of not hoping. This is some of your first times. I'm sorry, Matt, but
What?
this movie's great. I don't know. This
I'm
isn't the best way
enjoying
to
it. I'm
experience a
having a
movie for the
fun
first
time.
time.
I watch whatever you put in
But
front of my
like
dumb
whenever
eyes.
Castro shows this for like the crowd is amazing. Like there's tons of people show up.
By the way, the actress who's like their commander there, first of all, she has the best Starship Troopers name, which is Brenda Strong.
Nice.
But she was also on Twin Peaks for
Yeah.
a bunch of episodes.
Huh.
As whom?
Let me see.
Log Lady Jr. Yeah, we
She
have her in
played
Normandy.
Jones and was in 4 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I mean, I'm sure
It's
if I
hard.
saw...
It's hard to configure with the new season. It's like
Yeah.
9,000 people in it.
She was also in Star Trek: The Next Generation in the episode When the Bow Breaks.
Which one's that, Brett?
Huh? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
She was in the Star Trek episode When the Bow Breaks.
Season 1,
Yeah?
Look at this. Nobody
Damn,
knows what the
that's-
fuck they're
No
doing.
beard.
87.
She played Rochella.
Rochella.
Rochelle.
Rochella.
Look at that. And real people running around on,
Yeah.
I'm guessing, Arizona.
And yeah, they're in Nevada or Arizona somewhere. Or probably out in California.
Even that bug is real.
It's true.
I do love this, though, when you see, like, oh, that's what's been shooting that shit at us.
He looks like Ray's brother from Bug's Life.
Oof, that's a low-res asset there, guys.
Oh, I'm gonna spray.
Oh, sir, the giant bug just jizzed on everyone.
And it's shooting...
The jizz hurts us, sir.
Sir, their jizz burns.
I took issue. They keep saying nuke 'em, and it's just like a big missile. It's
Could be
never...
warheady.
But, like, if they're even remotely that close, like, you're dead.
Little
Like,
mushroom clouds.
oh, the dirt saved us. Great. And there's no radiation, too, right? Like,
It only hurts if you touch it.
It's the future. We figured it out. Trump fixed all the weapons. He made them better.
Bigger, better.
This just makes war seem so
Faster,
goddamn
stronger.
inefficient. Like,
I love Daft Punk.
a bunch of people run while
I have
yelling
video
orders.
proof he doesn't.
Shoot it in the mouth eye.
You got to shoot like Dead Space. You got to
yeah,
shoot
people-
at the stem.
So this is the battle that we saw at the beginning of the movie. While these dipshits shoot it everywhere, not the eyeball.
What's like that little stem in the middle of the throat?
And they're not even listening to Doogie Howser, who said shoot him in the legs. They're like, let's just shoot the big fleshy part.
Oh yeah, and get boned. You're all dead.
Yeah, but the legs are hard to hit. You're wasting ammo.
This might be why I like Earth Defense Force so
Yeah.
much.
And if,
StarCraft.
Earth Defense Force is similarly like, you're always chanting about Earth
Yes.
Defense Force, and it's
Yeah.
like...
Joe Ramos, worst StarCraft player, keeps spawning Marines, no tanks, no medics.
Everybody shooting stand up at the front. Everybody eat 1 or 2 bullets.
Oh,
Whoa!
now we're Hispanic guy. Did you say cool beans?
You said Jacoby.
Oh, it's not going to end well. But yeah, when they get close, they're like actual like physical models that are like
Yeah.
dragging people around,
You
and then
can
when they have to do crazy movement, they resort to see. He's fine. He's fine.
Awkward Loser says Earth Defense is the best non-Batman thing Mark Hamill's ever done. Is he in those games?
That's probably not Earth Defense Force. Maybe I'm wrong though.
Talking about Wing Commander?
He's in Wing Commander games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray Lars says, did ants rip this scene off?
Yes.
ANTZ.
I don't even know what to do. These humans are crazy. They won't let me marry my daughter.
Who's the woman in Ants?
Jennifer Lopez.
Is it really?
Yes. It has the craziest cast of all time.
It does. Woody Allen
and Sylvester Stallone are best friends.
Yeah. Bugs Life at Julie Louis-Dreyfus and Dave Foley. And Kevin Spacey.
Uh-oh.
But I swear, I want to go back and watch Ants again. There, look, I love that. It's a new shot from a different angle.
I bet Ants has some fun stuff in it.
And I do love that when this guy gets murdered, the camera guy gets. Oh yeah, I gotta get this.
Oh, sweet. Win the space Pulitzer for this.
I'm gonna put my kids through space college.
What was I just listening to where somebody was talking about how come the news guys are always the last ones in war zones and movies? Like they will not get out of
not
there
attacked.
No matter what. Stacey Pro says, has Paul Verhoeven done anything recently?
No, he kind of the thing he made after Hollow Man. I think it's one of the last.
That was him.
Yeah.
August 4th, 2000. Check it. I'm right.
That's
Why
one,
do you
that's
know
one of his
that?
last Hollywood films. He made a bunch of other independent books, like something called Black Book, a bunch of really specific anti-Nazi shit.
Wait, the British sitcom Black Books?
No.
Oh.
But we appreciate that you knew something.
The scene is very Sam Raimi-esque, where it's like, let's get a close up on 5 people screaming right as they die.
Man, this shit when it goes in his leg is so fucking meaty, and I remember this feeling quite real and painful.
Flamingo Cocktail says he did that movie Elle last year.
Oh, the documentary.
Right in the goo.
I don't know.
The whole thigh.
Oh, my goo.
Get rid of your leg.
Who is that? I have not recognized any of these actors yet. Is this anyone we're supposed to care about?
That's Casper Van Diem. That's Rico. It's our main character.
Take your helmet off.
You got gutted. Sorry, it's a futuristic. It has a shotgun attachment on his fucking machine gun. Kind of neat. Not the time, I know. And now he's dead. Think Call of Duty did it first? Fucking plebs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we should have done some research. But they got all this great daytime footage?
Yeah, who's doing? They probably got their.
Excuse me, Buzz. Can you stay away?
President Trump bragged that no one acted faster.
Swikey says underbarrel shotguns actually exist.
No.
It's the chief.
Yes. Oh.
They should have the guy in the background.
This guy is so good.
This doesn't have any relation to today.
Yeah, this is this couldn't be more appropriate.
Carter Page, ladies and gentlemen.
He looks like the puppet that Batman fights.
I'd rather not argue your point.
The end. I have nothing else to add but refuting your points.
Hooray Lars says it's the mom from the Frighteners.
Oh, that's why we love you, Dim. And here's the Star Trek crossover.
Her shit blew up and she has a little scar on her eyeball.
She's too pretty to put more stuff on her. My God.
Yeah, just park it on top of the space station. I don't care.
Just land. Who gives a fuck? 100,000 died in an hour. Dorima says, "What about Hillary's emails?"
That's exactly what that bow tie guy would be saying.
Yes.
What about the Bug's emails?
That's fucking rad.
Yeah. Remember when stuff like movies had things in them and it looked real?
And again, being at the Seattle Museum of Pop Culture, they have that ship and the bug they dissect in the opening. You can just see them and touch them, and they're there. It's pretty neat.
Muppets are going to be CGI in 5 years.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Defeat the purpose.
What was the name of the CGI Muppet from Jim
Waldo.
Henson Howard? Waldo.
It's like Waldo CG. It's like it's in his name.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like a dumb name. And there was a kids show that was on PBS that also used a CGI Muppet a couple of years ago. I forget what it's called.
Sorry, your dead boyfriend's. Sorry, your boyfriend's dead.
This should make the sex better, right? What'd I say?
At least you broke up with him ahead of time, right?
Do you think Mr. Peepers is sexy?
You can have this mango.
He's in a Bacta tank.
We can rebuild this. Bro.
Wait, is there not a other category you can put someone in that computer?
I don't even know what WIA means.
Oh, this is the same shit they use in Jason X.
Pick a card, any card. Watch the card.
Uncle Lou just says Waldo Faldo? Waldo Geraldo Faldo?
I did like this, the hold up this death certificate. Hey, don't freak out. You're underwater with a tube in your mouth.
This Harry Truman moment.
Rad.
Rad.
Now the government can take control of you. They can use you as a slave.
I know you're feeling a lot of shit right now. Bye.
Everyone's saying wounded in action is WIA.
DUI. Mark.
Dunking under the influence on the butt.
Keith Wood says, isn't it cheaper to just recruit more people?
Like, look at the size of that tank. Like, you think they're going to
die?
make one of those for everyone who dies?
I mean, they probably shouldn't just let him die.
There are big houses on Earth to protect.
So now are they going to say that he's killed in action so they can take advantage of him and use him as a non-citizen? Because that's what happens in Old Man's War.
Tegugi, Brotherhood of War? No?
What?
Anyone? No? All right.
I know Old Man's War. Have you ever read that book?
Korean War movies ever.
Ow. I'm not familiar.
And now that guy in the background is another, who is this actor? I totally know him.
Holy shit. Ver Jr. says, oh god, guys, seriously, read this. If you want to see, I'm reading it. If you want to see the Starship Troopers armor reused, check out G Savior, an awful live-action Gundam movie made with, Canadians or something. This is true. I believe you. Hey, Mark Hauser's read Old Man's War. That's a good book. John Scalzi, not all of his books are great, but some of them are really good. I never read the sequel to Old Man's War, or the third one.
What about
my
the
dad's
other
Gary Busey?
Who do you think they're talking about?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh my goodness. He's back!
Yes, Mark Hauser. John Scalzi's characters can get a little samey. And yes, Baby J.J. Johnson says Red Shirts was really good. I went to a live reading of that the day it came out that John Scalzi did in Philadelphia. That guy's nice. I met him.
Don't know why I did that.
What, opened it for him?
I opened it like the bartender, half
cool?
opened our beers. We put it in my girlfriend's purse, and we thought they weren't open. They spilled everywhere. Why did he do that? Why did I do that?
Mark Hauser says Red Shirts is really good, but I did appreciate its iconic twist. The twist in Red Shirts is really good.
They've got SNES classics.
Brett, have you read Red Shirts? I think you'd like it. It's a Star Trek book. It's a quote-unquote Star Trek book.
Nice.
There you go. Drone their asses.
Why didn't you do this the first time? This looks way more effective.
Yeah. Want them to see her eyes.
Brett supports carpet bombing without going down to the place first.
Yeah,
I mean, if you put it on his T-shirt.
If you don't want 100,000 people to die.
War crimes apply to humans.
Do you know what the planes those were?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you.
What the what were?
Ted.
Were they the starships from Starship Trooper?
Wait a minute. There were no starships and Starship Troopers.
All right. All right.
All right, I'm going again.
Everybody use your laser time bingo cards. How many times Matt's peed? Still a dope shot to set up.
Yeah,
Charred
that's really
hustle
cool.
bugs
Like,
with a shitload of people.
all the people and physical shit that has to exist, man. It's really good.
I do love B sci-fi movies, and I can't file this movie there just yet.
Why does he have a giant halogen bulb on his gun? Good. Oh man, the amount of gore that comes out of this thing is is insane. Do you have it? Go.
Yeah, the amount of bullets they put into one of those things has
Yeah,
to be terribly inefficient.
This is why you never say "I don't know" on the battlefield.
Who said I don't know?
He had 3 lines. Bug hole there.
But look at that. They had to make a giant fucking bug with holes in its head.
So maybe don't come over here.
Oh yeah, this shit is just like like, and it stops right there, and they're fine.
Keith Wood says the aggro crag ain't got nothing on this.
Thank
That is
you.
a radical rock.
Mean Green Larry Jean points out that that the one guy in that scene he's a priest on the Walking Dead show.
Oh. I'm glad you found someone else who likes bad television.
Yes,
Dave.
thank you. Oh. That television that millions of people watch. Kinsaith points out what I've been thinking of this whole movie. Nobody's watched the Neil Patrick Harris tutorial that said shoot the limbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can't fucking run.
This
if they
is
don't
a
have
great
all their
shot
limbs.
though.
Sweep
When
the leg, Johnny.
it's the money shot
Whoa.
when he turns
Yeah.
around and
Yeah. When you Google Starship Troopers, the
Yeah.
image of that guy screaming is everything you find.
USA Today did give this movie 4 stars when
Dude,
it came out, and that was like the picture they used, and I was like,
Out of
shit,
5?
yeah, I'm ready to go. Had a 20.
Everybody
It's really weird.
Okay, they shoot lava from their head.
Why can it do that?
Now we know.
Sick.
Oh, man.
That would be the coolest way to lose your arm. By
But
the way.
this
really
whole
would.
scene is pretty great.
Oh, this is the most CG sequence in my opinion in the whole movie. 'Cause it
But I
doesn't-
love how it's just full of like fucking hot sauce from Taco Bell. Like when he cracks it open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
The
just shoots the
packet says
hole in
something
it.
silly
It's just
on
like,
it.
yeah, this is all mild sauce. just from foot to the top.
It's all
That's
right.
real.
He can stand. He's good.
It's reminding me of Evolution.
Yeah.
No, don't say
This
that.
scene inspired Shadow of the Colossus, by the way.
But this still looks reasonably okay.
Yeah,
Like
it's
Yeah,
not
it looks
bad.
fine. Parts of it are real. That's real. That's a real prop.
all this is great. This is convincing to me. Oh, and he throws into
Yes.
literally a vat of mild sauce.
Bloop.
Oh, Full Amish is pointing out he said not to shoot the limbs, Dave.
I'm sorry.
God damn it, Dave.
I guess I didn't listen to Neil Patrick Harris.
And why
Ew.
did he tell that to the public?
Yeah.
Chasey B. Sterling says filled to the brim with Orange Crush.
I've got my spine. Not today.
Oh, my butt!
Man, imagine if, like, to kill every enemy in war, you had to
His
do, like, a
ass.
boss battle. Like, well, first you got to clamber on their back, then you got to shoot a hole in their back, then you got to put a
Pretty
grenade in their back,
much.
and they're going to change forms in between.
Got you a present, Rico.
Yeah, it's burning through my suit. Can we go? This was literally the ingredients for lava to fire out of its head, so...
They really do look like they went to the best Halloween haunted house of all time.
Full Amish says, have you had your V8 today? When does Denise Richards come back?
I never want to be promoted again.
Want to bang in the alien desert planet? The answer is yes.
Everybody chug!
Dude, the space violin. Get ready.
So silly. Is it the one that's clear?
Yeah.
So his love interest, he gave the job to Gary Busey before him. Before her, like.
And he said, no thanks. Promotion no longer required.
Schlitz for everybody.
Gentlemen, you've earned
We're
the
all
best
gonna
space
get
Spider-Man.
laid!
I brought 1 football, 1 tennis racket.
Here's the special K!
A violin!
It's the the green violin.
Go log, soldier!
Yes, very specific to me is the nuclear,
Hush!
the Mountain Dew violin.
Oh,
Busey's love violins, man.
That was the first Xbox controller. That violin.
Oh, we're in Mad Max now.
Hey, Virgil. It's good to have you here.
That guy looks like a PS1 version
shit.
of Tyrese.
No, that guy's been in a ton of stuff in The Wire.
He's on Walking Dead, too.
Is he the priest?
Yeah.
Okay.
JJB Sterling says, I was really hoping that second crate was going to be filled with cheeseburgers. Filled with McRibs. These are rare, man.
The McRib is back, only on this planet.
All right. Don't dance with your squad leader.
Her hair is looking more and more natural as the movie goes on. This is a scene out of Firefly. This whole movie is like Firefly.
I think there's some inspiration there for
violin.
sure.
I mean, it does predate it by almost a decade.
Yeah. A decade? No way.
So
like
4 years.
4 years.
Oh, it started in 02, yeah. Still, 5 years. Plenty of time.
Nothing
for Joss
from
Whedon.
Firefly has been shot in 12 years.
What?
Nothing from involving Firefly has been shot in 12. We missed the anniversary of Serenity.
Oh, yeah.
10-year anniversary of
Oh,
Serenity.
yeah. Well, if you guys keep doing this for 7 more years, you'll get there.
No.
But I love... Thanks, man.
But you'll be at Firefly in a few years.
Yeah, you have other opportunities. The rest of us, we're stuck with this.
I'll live forever.
We're all knocking on 40 right now, so...
Oh, man, I'll never make it there. No way, man. I live too hard and too fast.
I knew I'd never make it to 30.
I live like Jake Busey.
The Mr. Show violinist.
Thank you.
And the episode you're all thinking of, Shindig? Is that the name of the episode?
Oh my god, that's a great episode. That
Kaylee
show
gets the dress.
Has anybody talked about how great that show is on the internet? I don't know if they
To the
have.
point where I disagree now.
Yeah.
Oh, suck my tiny nipple.
Lick my nipples?
He does have tiny nipples.
Those are tiny.
Let's all show our
Here
nipples.
we go.
Let's have a nipple stare.
She's got bigger nipples.
Leave your face.
No, you have to do this upside down.
There's still some light coming
Oh,
in.
it's
under
so
the
erotic
door.
when I can't get my shirt off.
I've always wanted to fuck Daredevil from the 80s.
You look like Valda right now.
This
Get
is,
ready for some death from in front of you.
Death from below your vagina.
I'm just not as into it when you don't have half a can of Aquanet in your hair.
Joe Ramos does point out that's the pre-Spider-Man upside-down kiss.
I made that joke.
Oh, sorry.
All of you.
Damn it, listen to Brett. They're not used to you anymore. They only want me. No.
Did I accidentally go on Pornhub? I'm sure somebody uploaded this scene and it's like Starship Troopers full nude.
I was shocked because my girlfriend was asking, was Winona Ryder ever hot? I'm like, fuck!
Yeah, of course she was.
Winona
She
Ryder,
still is.
this and that, and like
Dracula?
They were all Pornhub links.
Yeah.
All Pornhub links.
Running down the stairs in Dracula?
Oh.
What is he covering up for? They all shower together.
Is my shit wired a euphemism for sex?
The fuck is that?
Etna DeSerpol says, well, you fucked me, now I can die.
Oh, another straight boy.
Dina Meyer.
But she's got to call you Michael.
Sir, the 10 minutes was plenty.
Sorry, I've already
What am I, a
finished.
machine?
I like that this guy just gave them like beer and toys and is like, well, don't fuck. That's too much.
I would never let my soldiers fuck. They got to go in there antsy.
Yeah, you gotta want it.
You gotta go in there and fight for something. But you want to fuck again.
The Dread Castle
right?
Valley.
That's not the same. That's not as good.
But they'll wake up the next morning like you're reset mentally at least.
Yeah.
Like
I got more jizz in me.
If only I could build up more.
and they gotta fight. They're gonna find the new flying bug, the Glint Hawk.
If you can jizz on a bug, you can... I don't know.
Jizz on me.
Desiculus says, Jason
I can't
X,
see anything through my Call of Duty pre-order.
A Jason X Starship Troopers crossover. Basically, everyone in Jason X is like a Starship Troopers character.
Awkward.
They're wearing 1990s clothes and they just want to fuck.
Chris, Awkward Loser is upset that your girlfriend hasn't seen Beetlejuice, Heathers, Girl Interrupted, or Mr. Deeds.
That's not true.
I don't know.
Oh,
Mr. Deeds. How does that get on the list with Beetlejuice
that shouldn't be there.
and Heathers?
You guys want some fucking Wendy's? I got the Big Bacon Classic.
What?
Oh, shit.
Q-list Biza as Dina Meyer from Birds of... Was she on Birds of Prey? Was she Batgirl on Birds of Prey?
Me.
Wow, this bug screams like my Sonic impression of the fucking... what's that fucking rooster's name?
Oh, the goddamn rooster. Oh, Sonic! Sonic, I'm a bird now! I got you, boy!
What are their names? Roller and Cooch? What are their names?
Grounder and Screech.
Grounder and Screech.
Roller and Robotard. And I thought that was his name. I thought it was his name.
No, you
It's behind a paywall. I can say stuff like that.
No, this is public.
Oh, Awkward Loser saying they were all Winona Ryder movies. So as in they didn't see Winona Ryder being hot in those movies. Yeah, she is in Mr. Deeds.
She fucks a dummy in the 10.
Oh, yeah.
It's really funny.
Did I ever tell you about when I was in Kevin Allison's sketch class, I watched the 10 because I ran out of state sketches to like ask him fanboy questions about, and I was like, I'll watch the 10 and ask some questions about that. He's in that for literally 5 seconds and dies and has no lines. And I still was like, 10's really funny. He's like, oh yeah, I'm really funny in that movie. Stacey Pro says Robotard was a great anime.
It's an acronym. You gotta.
There's a lot of dots you're not.
It just so happened to spell that. It's just
yeah.
Blame the scientists.
It stands for Tactical Aeronautic Robotic.
Robot
So
design.
I love this part. I feel like people where discerning people who still care about the movie say it drags.
What the fuck? D. Seekler says Winona Ryder's not hot in Beetlejuice. How old is she?
Isn't she like really young?
I was young. When
Edward Scissorhands, motherfucker.
Yeah. Was that after Beetle? That was before.
I saw
That
Beetle-
before
It's after Beetlejuice.
Yes.
I did.
It's so good.
I saw it in the theater and I ran out and kicked a tree and said "nice fucking model" to my mom, who was like, "No, you can't say that."
We need to rethink Brett.
And that
failed.
that tree is still there to this day. It doesn't remember me.
You know the tree's there.
I like to think that you were so inspired you ran out exactly after he did it to do that. I gotta go!
We probably. I was on Ritalin, that's for sure.
It doesn't sound like it. Wasn't some good Ritalin.
Yeah, they ended up. It's a long story.
DGB Sterling says some of these sets make me think that this movie would be a good Halloween Horror Nights haunted house.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
yeah, could be.
You woke upon this?
This bowl of spaghetti is actually insect guts.
I'm telling you though, I'd rather watch this movie than Aliens any day of the week. Sorry if that's a hot take.
As long as it's Monday.
Any day of the week.
It's definitely more fun.
But this is the most Aliens moment because they don't stay like the movie bounces around a lot, goes through all over the universe.
Yeah.
And this is the longest they stick in one location with the same amount of
Jesus
people.
Christ.
Some kind of brain bug.
Just the size of an alien dick.
This like total like cartoon villain.
Ver Jr. says Natalie Portman was hot in The Professional.
Ban him? He was going to get us in
Well,
trouble.
they say, actually, I'll just be going.
Nah, I'd just be going.
Pointing out, saying that Winona Ryder is hot in Beetlejuice is. But
John
it's the
Wilco's-
time. Like, I was
this
younger
guy.
than Winona Ryder when Beetlejuice came out, so.
John Wigo says that's a bold statement, Chris. I don't know what he's referring to. Oh, the alien.
So this is the guy who was stripped naked in Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Wow.
The coach who was whipped to death in his bare hiney.
That guy looks familiar.
Just too important. He was in the Freddy video I just made.
Yeah, but I know something else.
No, that's the most famous thing that's happening
Is
in
he
the
in
last
the Brady
couple
Bunch movie?
weeks. I don't know. They got into my mind, Doc. That was my bad Chris Farley impression.
I got it. Stars. They're just like us.
They get toilet paper stuck on their shoes.
I wish I was in Starship Troopers.
Yeah, this looks like such a great life. I would totally want to be one of these guys. Look at that shell-shocked guy.
Get a
who's
new
freaking
head of
out.
morale.
Joshua Uanan says, didn't Transformers have a whole scene over sexualizing a teenager? I think it's every Transformers movie.
Yeah.
Well, the most recent ones are like...
Didn't they reintroduce a new teenager to do it again?
And they said, like, well, she's 17, but her boyfriend's 19.
The Romeo and Juliet law that T.J. Miller had laminated in that movie. Jason Walsh has been puking, he says. Oh, sorry.
This is not the movie to watch after puking.
No. This part's going to redeem everything.
Oh, he said
lots of rainbows and
he's trying to say couldn't make it till now, not puking till now. That's a weird autocorrect.
And again, this trailer to Blur's Song 2 is the best promotional material I've ever seen in my life.
Which one's that?
This trailer.
Which song is that? I want you to sing it.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I did it.
I
I thought my woohoo couldn't have been worse, but your guitar impression. I
am not into this. Mine sounded more like it than that.
No. Ah! Dad's gonna be proud.
Everyone's doing woohoo now in the chat.
Where did all their planes go?
Yeah, for real. Call in the
Get Denise Richards back here. She didn't die, right? She's still around.
She's in space. She should be safe. And a part of me is like, why are you having such problems killing bugs? You're the ones with space travel. These guys can't leave.
Yeah, just glass the planet.
I do love this scene when someone tries to jump away and the thing gets him in midair.
Oh!
It's right at a catch-22. It took Jurassic Park 3 movies to get to a pterodactyl.
Remember what a big deal they made about that? It was like in the trailers.
I mean, I'd put it in the trailer.
Awkward
yeah, boy, he gets it.
Awkward Loser says, I prefer Rudy Richards.
Yeah, that problem's solved.
Stacey Pro says Dave is checking on Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho predictions.
That sounds like Dave.
How does it know?
It's like the only time I heard the word Roughnecks, and that's what the show is called. No, anybody else see Roughnecks?
No.
I thought it was great. I loved it.
I feel like it aired on G4 at some point.
I watched it in my first year in a dorm in college, and my roommate was like, my Beast Wars loving roommate was like, "This is pretty great. We should set a tape to record this while we sleep."
It did look a lot like Beast Wars. JGB Sterling says the way this movie goes from Degrassi-esque teen drama to nudity and evisceration is fascinating.
Yeah, dude, it's everything.
It's just all the carnal desires of like it is. Oh, you're fucked.
Oh my god.
Wait, where are the planes from before? Did they like just have like one run in them?
They look like unmanned planes that were called in advance. How they didn't know this is going to be a problem is baffling, but you know, we have different technology now.
Oh yeah.
This is the shot. Somebody tries to jump away and gets yanked in midair. It's like it's a cool effect. Oh, that's nasty. But yeah, here we go. No. Yeah, save him. Oh god. Oh god.
Awkward Loser says if Degrassi on the field.
You're a member of the Shield? I don't know what the rest of this thing is. It's so much quieter right here without the headphones.
Yeah, this movie's really loud.
You're gonna miss the Troopers.
Wow.
He's seen this film.
90 minutes into the movie, someone finally runs out of ammo.
Well, I thought that's part of the point of the film. They're never understocked. They're never without weaponry. At worst, they're having a communication issue.
Is Denise Richards?
Mm-hmm. Spring forward. Set your clocks.
And it's astonishing how like so much of the CG in this movie is like not that bad. Like that's a little bad, but not like take me out of the movie bad.
I mean, it's just one big set in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, but like the movie, like the ship's like flying.
No,
down.
I know, but like the majority of everything you're seeing is in camera.
But the bugs look alright. The ships look alright.
Yeah, the bugs get. Oh boy.
Flamingo Cocktail says, "Good
Fucking
thing
love
so
this.
many
Firing
of them
at his own legs.
because they're not all going to fit on that dropship."
Robert Saltzman says those cartoons are collected on DVD for dirt cheap at grocery store bins.
I know they don't hold up, but like at the time I thought like, holy shit, they could make a real CG cartoon that I like. At this time it was just Donkey Kong Country and Roly Poly Oly.
What? Ver Jr. says, whoa, wait, just notice Hot Android 18. Where's Hot Android 18?
Is that me?
That's a character from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, God.
Whoa. It's Ray Romano's brother from Bug's Life.
Hey, I'm here to bug you out. Who likes lava?
Deborah!
Why did I eat that?
Wouldn't it have been better to put the grenade on their commander?
Mm-hmm.
So when the bug ate that guy...
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's what you get for having sex with a white man in a movie.
She's okay. We can still save her. Everything the T-1000 was considered awesome for, these bugs wear on their face. Stabbing weapons.
It was a long way to go for the joke.
It wasn't. It's not a joke. It's just like...
They can turn into Sarah Connor.
The idea that the robot could have been... I'm just a
Turn
big
into
bomb
two
and I
fat
blow
twins.
up wherever I am. But he's just a series of stabbing weapons. And the bugs just stab people with their appendages. It's
A lot
awesome.
of people are referencing T2 right now because of Thor, because T2 gave away that Terminator's good in that movie in the trailers, just like Hulk's been given away in the Thor
yeah.
trailers.
But the trick was Terminator 2 wasn't a comedy.
So
It wasn't
It's a
a
cartoon.
2.5 hour comedy. I don't know. That movie still rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
The opening definitely rubbed me the wrong way, where it's too chummy and goofy,
it's
right off the bat.
It's the only Thor part about
Yeah.
the entire film.
But that he's like, oh, this guy, let me just do a joke where I'm circling around on the chains.
Like, I think that's a good joke, but it was so weird to have in the Thor movie right off the top.
Yeah.
I think that looks really cool, though.
Hooray Lars says, just put her in a pool of Mountain Dew. She'll be good. Yeah, how come Rico can be saved, but she can't?
She's not that special.
Well, she was stabbed through the chest, not the leg.
No, but Rico was like, something else happened to him. Like
No,
the bug,
true.
just his thigh got...
but then the bug jumped on him. They didn't show what happened.
But I
That's
think
true.
you're supposed to assume that someone swooped in and saved him before.
Well, it was Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, is this the edited version?
No,
I got to have you?
I got to have you.
What did you think you heard, Dave?
thought she was gonna say I got to fuck you.
No, because it's a more intimate.
We did it! We did it!
If your life is verified by fucking Casper Van Dien, then, like, what else have you
Again,
done?
it's not just the fucking.
yeah.
She really liked him.
Yeah.
She's
Still,
also
it's
she's
Casper
supposed to be
Van Dien.
18 and an idiot, so that's the most
All
important
you needed
thing
to do to fuck Casper
18-year-olds.
Van Dien was be a man or a woman in 1997.
Casper Dan Vien.
Did I?
Shut
Shut up!
No, you said
I refuse to stop drinking.
Chris has a lot of beers in front of him.
Oh wow, that is like 5.
Mark Hasler says, how is it that they don't say fuck in this movie? This is a borderline NC-17 movie.
That's
Well,
why.
we were talking about that in something else. It's weird. We're in like Nightmare on Elm Street. They don't really curse or show nudity. They just have a bunch of gory shit because you feel like they would have to have an argument with the MPAA. Like you can't do both.
Denise Richards could have been a mannequin in this whole scene. She's not doing any work there.
Wait, here comes her hair though.
There it is.
Oh god, she's so pretty. Never mind.
Even though it looks like she has tape.
I was.
It looks like it looks like she has tape pulling her nose up to her forehead.
That's because she's so pretty. That's what pretty girls did in the 90s. Their noses went up.
They Chief Wiggum noses.
He just could be Dolph Lundgren with no lines. Like, why do we have a Casper Van Dien in movies? This could have been anyone else who's popular.
Look how
at the
fucking
time.
cool he looks.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
He's picturesque and perfect. For
He
this
looks like a
movie.
Rob Liefeld drawing. In the
Which is
Exactly.
perfect
A
for
human
this.
Rob Liefeld drawing. Notice how you've never seen his feet?
He was playing football. I saw that shit.
Buried in stage shoes. That guy's all heels.
Oh, is this what you meant by Spock scene? I was waiting for Leonard Nimoy to fucking show up, and you meant they're gonna shoot a coffin into space, you dickhole.
So like there hasn't been any real music played in the movie.
Do they play the Star Trek 3 music?
No, but it's just
or
like
2 movies that would be.
Look, I'll give you one hint, 90s kids. It was a buzz clip. It's a one-hit wonder, and Rick and Morty people might recognize this. Recognize the band.
Oh, Radiohead?
They're like a 4-hit wonder.
You could do that. You could do that. Closing time.
Because it's
we were
bittersweet.
Freshmen.
She might as well be walking on the sun, gentlemen.
Space Station number 9.
I love
Wide
you, Dr.
open
Zayas.
spaces.
But look at that. That's pretty nice. Like they made a thing to do something.
She's going to meet Mr. Jones.
Don't waste a flag.
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
Just go ahead now.
She's got the power. Gentlemen, welcome to the jam.
Too early 90s.
Oh, great. It's Bison and Bison and Bison.
Oh, they're going full SS over here.
Don't tell me I miss Basketball Jones.
What a weird... What? That's like 30 years difference. You're thinking of being there.
It's hard to say what it is.
How did people not see this subtext in 1997?
How did they not
How
see
did we
this?
not see?
He is at the end of a Coke binge.
It's a thinking
NPH?
bug.
Yeah. Look at him. He's looking rough.
That's what rich white people do.
This is Neil Patrick Harris around the time he did that, was it the Seymour Skinner movie?
What?
Not smart.
Not smart, Skinner.
He still has the Doogie Howser voice. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the How I Met Your Mother voice
He's still
yet.
kind of... I mean, it doesn't really get that much deeper than that.
It gets a
That's
little
what-
deeper.
He's not out yet.
Yeah, he's still
What the fuck?
pretending to be straight.
John W. Damn it, Bobby, you're holding that cigarette like some kind of German officer.
That's when because Bobby holds it like this, and he takes it away from him.
I don't even remember that.
Or maybe he does it like that. He does it some weird way
that's
when he's
great.
making Bobby smoke all the cigarettes. And then Hank and Peggy get back into smoking.
Damn it, I need to watch that show again.
If only you could.
Joshua Wanon says, I'm surprised Shaggy's Wasn't Me was in this movie. You're like 3 years off. That's a few years away.
You saw me bugging in the corner?
Wait, was there supposed to be a 90s song playing when that
Sorry, it didn't happen here.
Okay.
It will happen.
That looks amazing!
That looks fucking great, yeah.
It's at least above board for on a Galaxy Quest level.
Oh, Awkward Loser saying something I've seen other people say too is that this apparently they revisit Armin Tamzarian in this week's Simpsons. I didn't watch
did
it.
they?
So I've heard that a couple places.
How nice of them to address that 20 years
We're at
after
the 20th
fucking
anniversary
happened.
where most people consider
Oh,
the
man.
Simpsons died.
I like
worst
how
episode,
like
yeah.
this scene is like they're getting younger. The people that they're throwing against the
Oh,
bugs.
yeah.
Joe Ramos says Spice Girls around this time the movie came out. Yeah, Spice World
Yeah.
was 97, right?
97.
Or was it 98?
I think it's
97.
98.
Shit, so that's coming up in 2010?
It should
think
be.
we-
It's
I think
Oh
you
my
missed it.
god. What?
Yeah,
No.
the Spice World.
Ah.
Yeah, I snuck out of that to see Bean. Like
That
it
already
was,
happened?
Yeah, it should have already happened.
What the fuck? I don't
because their
you
next
missed it.
album, their first album's like 97.
And their second album is just the soundtrack to Spice World, or
That's Spice Up Your Life, Every Boy and Every Girl.
They're
Spice Up Your
only
Life.
PS1
Every
game.
Boy and Every Girl, Spice Up Your Life. If you want to talk about trashy fucking 90s dance music, I'm your guy.
Oh, dude, I love the Spice Girls. I've seen Spice World so many times.
It's good.
It's
not-
ridiculous. It's a
like-
crazy
it's
movie.
fine. It's totally fine.
It would be an amazing Monday night movie.
Yeah, I'd watch that again.
Yeah. Oh, Chris is peeing again. Everyone make fun of him. He makes fun of me. By the way, I have to pee again. So
I'd
I
like
will
to point
say.
out I'm the only one who hasn't peed during this commentary.
Wow, your dick must be huge. I don't know what kind of joke that is.
It's a good one.
It's only halfway through my wiener right now. That's all right.
It's just full of pee all the way
That's
up to
how
the
it
brim.
works. You just tie it off.
Oh, La Bouche for life. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Call
Dave's-
me Mr. Vane.
Dave's
Call
uncut,
me
so we
Mr.
can just
Wrong.
tie it like a water balloon and let it
I
fill
know what I want, and I want it now.
up. Stacey Pro says, so next month's Monday night movie is Megaforce or Future War? Two
I don't even know what
classic
those are.
MST3Ks.
Uh,
What? Joshua Wana says, my high school buddy met the Spice Girls on Ricky Lake.
Nice.
What a sentence.
Yeah, that is 1997, the sentence.
yeah.
I miss Ricky Lake.
And And if you can get a Monica Lewinsky joke in there,
Holy
that's like
shit.
that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Brett, Joe Ramos wants you to be their lover. What do they have to be your lover?
Dude,
wanna be my lover, wanna be. That looks
no,
so
not that.
goddamn good.
I'm pretty sure they just showed a guy dying while holding a slinky in that scene.
Chris, you're missing some incredible practical effects and model shots. Maybe let's show them again.
Every time I watch a late 90s movie, because of that thing about how they look like similar from the period, I think of the Brady Bunch movie. Like, that's the most late 90s movie to me.
1994 gets better. Gets better.
Is it 94?
Yeah.
Well, for what?
95.
It's that early?
For what?
Brady Bunch.
Brady
movie.
Bunch.
Oh. D. Siculus convinced my friends to order Spice World before a WWE pay-per-view.
Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, I thought it was Denise Richards.
I actually like this captain.
Do not open till
You're
Christmas.
fine. You're fine. We'll get your upper half out of here.
If only she was wearing a bra.
Do you need your legs though? Like, you know, I mean, do you need your stomach even?
It's
Like,
a spaceship.
that looks real good.
I remember going to see a very Brady sequel, and it was sold out, so we saw Jack.
That's impossible. Really?
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola's Jack?
My grandmother and I went to, and then we went back and still saw a very Brady sequel.
Oh, we're not leaving this theater till
Until we see something terrible. Fuck!
Nice.
Wow.
Synchronized oof.
Yeah. They all slip on the same banana peel.
God, this does look amazing.
Robert Saltzman only drinking the best out in San Francisco, I see. You
So it happens you put Dave in charge of beer.
you clowns asses.
PBR is
This
it's
is what happens
water.
when I'm only willing to spend $7 on a 12-pack.
It goes down easy though. Come on.
Yeah.
He's fine. If we can find Miller High Life close to us, though.
Yeah, now you're talking.
I got a case of
don't
that
know
in my
why.
fridge right now.
When are we all going bowling? I'm sick of this shit.
Fuck
should.
yeah, let's go bowling.
Yerba Buena or Mission?
For
Yeah.
like 12 years, I've tried to get you bastards to go.
I've been bowling like 3 times this year.
I have never gone in San Francisco.
Because there's no good places
Oh.
to bowl here.
Yeah, the
Spoiler.
Yerba Buena place is great.
Yeah, it's not that
places.
great. I want
I
to.
bowled better.
I want a bowling alley that takes up a square mile.
Yeah,
and, like,
well, that Pacifica one
Yeah.
is not bad.
That was
right?
my girlfriend's goodbye in Philly from her
Yeah.
improv team. We all went bowling together.
I want it to be a bunch of lanes
They all
and
had
then
to
a
say yes.
center
Yeah,
area
yeah.
with a bunch of arcade machines
one
and a
thing about
shitty
improv?
diner, and then another set of lanes.
Yep.
You don't have that kind of real estate in this city.
It's true.
Yeah, you're right.
But the one in Pacifica is the closest you
Yeah.
get out here. There's Lucky Strike next to AT&T Park, but
Yeah.
There's a
Also,
Lucky Strike
it
out here?
seems floofy to me.
Yeah, like if it's next to AT&T Park, it's going to be
It's gonna be
super
$36 for a game of
Yeah.
frickin' bowling. Chris, we explained that
Hmm.
farting is illegal in
Not-
California.
We're not watching this in Starship Troopers times. We're still in
No,
Donald.
this is today.
Donald Trump, Adam West is dead, Carrie Fisher's dead, Lincoln Park is
Oh,
gone.
stop it.
Oh wow, that's bad.
Is the guy from Lincoln Park? Wait, did Lincoln Park die this weekend?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them. Even the guy with the little dirt stash.
Did at least
Gone.
die in Chicago?
Yeah, the Chester lead singer died. He killed himself.
Did you know that Rhett and Link were here the other day, and there was like a
I
giant
saw your
line?
message way later.
Oh, that's right, I messaged you. Yeah, but I went by the line to meet them, and it was like blocks and blocks long.
That's crazy. I barely know who they are.
I went to a bar that was right next to it. It had the worst old fashioned ever. There was barely anything in there. It was all ice.
Oh, wow. I blinked and we're near the end of the movie. That's so weird.
Oh man, I better pee again.
I used to be good at bowling, and then I bowled. I was in a league for a couple years, which we've talked about.
I can't believe you wanted to go that bad. I've been
I
so
really
many times
wanted
this year.
to. Like nobody ever goes bowling.
We go with our.
I'm sick of being a wannabe league bowler. I want to be a league bowler. We're not up to that episode in Talk Simpsons, right? It's 7? It seems like a season 6.
It's got to be within like 4 months.
Yeah.
Talking to No Motorola. Oh, hi.
Yeah. Ha.
Josh Uenin says, "Damn, my dog farted the same time Chris did, and for a minute I thought his flatulence
Yeah.
was some kind of dark sorcery."
Yeah, we got that new Twitch money. Smell-o-vision, baby.
Oh.
Ah,
Sweep the legs, Bugs.
Man, this guy gets his shit ruined.
I've been waiting for this guy to die for almost 200
Van Dien?
minutes.
oh.
Oh no! Her shoulder was
So-
so pretty.
The physical model they make of this guy dying, I wonder if it exists somewhere because it is.
Let's buy it.
It is horrific, and it should be.
If Laser Time ever gets an office, it should be there to greet everyone.
Next to the life-sized.
I
forgot his name.
All Target's life-size skeletons are on sale, and I don't know how many to buy.
Buy all of them.
Are any of them Jamaican dancing
They're
skeletons?
You can dress them however they want. They won't argue. It's fantastic.
They won't argue like there are rules to it.
Yeah, it's great. But they're like $20 for a full-size skeleton. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. You find me a cheaper skeleton.
This is the most acting she's ever done. They're gonna have sex with us. They're gonna eat her, and then they're gonna eat me.
Oh my god!
I think you did a little auto tune to it.
That's how it happens in the scene. If you watch Troll 2.
Hey. Oh, here we go. So Joshua Yuwanan is telling us how to pronounce his name. It's Yuwanan.
Okay.
You don't want none?
Like AJ
don't
Styles.
want
Yeah, I'm not saying that again.
This is blame China. I blame China for a lot of things. Like that weird scene in Iron Man 3. And Ghostbusters not doing well internationally. It's because they couldn't put it in China because
You think America hates women.
It's because it had ghosts in it. That's why they weren't allowed to play
That's
it.
why they photoshopped John Boyega out of her fucking Star Wars poster.
Is it true?
Yes, yes. In every Asian country, like they don't want to have a black dude on the poster. Like the whole world sucks.
Oh my God.
I don't know which country we're supposed to leave and go to.
Just Canada. Like that's. It's still.
Somebody said Norway. I'm like, all right. All right.
Yeah, you do fine there for sure.
Yeah, I do great.
We're going to Japan soon. We're finally doing our first Japan trip.
Japan won't let you live there. Too white.
No, but I'm gonna do a trip there for a week.
You're allowed
Maybe
to
2
teach
weeks.
English.
They want your money. That's for sure.
$1,600 for flight, hotels, 2 weeks of tours and shit. Man,
That's pretty nuts.
it's nuts. I don't know which one we're gonna do.
I am not paying you this much. I don't know how this is happening.
My girlfriend makes a lot of money. She hates her job, but she makes a lot, makes pretty good money.
That sums up San Francisco.
Yeah, that's why we're doing the movie at 6:30 tonight.
Oh boy, don't say that. The chat's gonna go crazy.
It's
Facebook group's gonna be talking about how you hate Capcom. I mean, company.
I didn't say any of that.
Whoa, Joshua Yonan says China is as racist as Mississippi. You can't say that. We can say that.
This bug is pretty nasty, and then like,
oh goddamn, look at that.
The physical effects of shit they make in this are nuts.
They built that Chris Kattan Muppet. All right, this is from Evolution. We're just watching Evolution.
Dude,
man.
I watched Evolution. It is so unwatchably bad.
I can't imagine.
It's so bad.
Like that is fucking
30,
nasty
2010.
as hell, and that exists. And also, so we're nearly to the mannequin I want to order.
Does anybody want to see a reverse cream pie?
Especially that scene from Super.
So good.
You know when God touches his brain?
Human spit kills him.
Oh, so here we go. As this thing sucks his brain out, he's literally sucking his brains out.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
But here we go.
Man.
Can we get this in the Laser Time studio?
Now he knows.
There we go. I need that.
Now
so
that
good.
bug knows what
Hang
Kelly
on.
Kapowski looks
Even
like
worse.
naked.
There we go. That's what. That's the one.
Oh.
That looks so good. Not that so much, but he's dead. I mean, every country's awful in its own way.
Yeah, everyone's talking about how terrible Canada is now.
But
Nice.
you
Christmas
gotta.
Jones did it. This is how she got an undercover brother to fall in love with her.
I can't suck no more brains.
I'll suck your brains for $5.
Smart bug.
He's a smart bug.
Your bug is smart.
Back.
Hey, there you go. They said it again.
Well, the show is called Roughnecks.
Yeah.
Roughnecks. That's it.
Joe Ramos says, something tells me I should see a Japanese dub of this movie.
Ooh, that'd be great.
I think he's referencing all the tentacles. Tentacles.
Ooh. Baby is burpy.
Yeah, me too. Whoa.
Oh, this scene up here when this dude is dying and like shooting everyone as they leave. This was burned into my brain forever. And anytime somebody says you like that, or if I think,
every time your wife says,
"Oh, do you like that?" I think of this and I start saying it to myself repeatedly.
That's why you're the most annoying person to peg.
I'll say.
Here we go. No, we're not done.
Somebody give me another line.
When you spam the taunt button.
He's fine. Put him in the Baja Blast. He'll be good.
They got rid of the Baja Blast at Taco
Did
Bell.
they?
They don't have it anymore.
Whoa.
Maybe some of them. Maybe our local one does because it's super run down and old.
It'd be like 2 years late.
Yeah.
Joe Ramos says, I should see a Japanese dub of this movie.
Yeah.
I bet they blur out all of the bug arms.
And the black people.
That Taco Bell near you doesn't have a bathroom.
Well, you can't use it.
Well, I mean, they have one for the employees.
Otherwise, every hobo would be using it for 59 cents.
I paid money to be there. I bought a quesadilla with chicken in it. I should be
which
allowed
Taco
to use
Bell's
it.
around here?
There's one that's a few blocks away. It's not too far away.
Cantina?
It's on my walk home.
That's what it's called.
I know.
Yeah.
That's your close one?
Yeah, that's
There's
the
a
closest
bathroom
one.
there.
Well, it's on the way to my house.
There's
so
a bathroom
it's close
there.
to me.
You're
I
thinking of a
asked, they
different
wouldn't
one
let me use
Yeah,
it.
you just get a code and you go in.
What? Not the one I go to.
The Cantina on like 3rd or whatever?
No, not there.
Oh.
It's on. I don't know what it's on, but it's not too.
There's
far.
another Cantina?
There's a couple Taco Bells. No, Dave said that. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
We've talked way too long about local Taco
Hang
Bells.
on, now I gotta have closure on this. Where is this Taco Bell?
Some people talking.
You're telling me I worked at Laser Time for a year and a half, and I never walked to this Taco Bell. This is some shit.
I live on Pine. It's pretty much between here and Pine. Let me look it up because Brett's gonna threaten me. Yeah, it's not too far from here.
You know what? Even though that guy killed the dude from Saved by the Bell, that bug. I'm really sad. That bug has just a sad look on his eyes.
I cannot believe how SS Neil Patrick Harris is.
Yeah.
That looks fucking insane.
Like he really should be drinking milk in a villager's house right now. It's afraid.
We put this.
That's the closest Neil Patrick Harris has ever been to an opening like that.
Jeez, Dave.
a cartoon net around it.
Neil Patrick Harris has definitely fucked at least 100 women.
That's true.
Like, if you're that famous and also gay, you're still gonna fuck 100 people of the opposite
It's
sex.
afraid.
It's a what?
It's afraid.
Afraid. Oh.
We did it. It's afraid.
Because that's the mother brain.
Awkward Loser says more like Heil Patrick Harris.
It's really good for some reason. I wish I could choose that as my Twitter
That is a
name.
great coat, though. I wish I had that coat that he's wearing.
Yeah, white people always say that.
You know, we're all just the best of friends. How's this gaping wound in my shoulder that I was lifted off the ground?
Joe Ramos says, it's a
fine.
virgin! It's a virgin!
They'll fight and they'll win.
We definitely won't need 3 sequels.
Bimmy JJ Johnson says Chapo Trap House did a podcast about this movie. Remember the one about Wonder Woman? They fucking hated that movie. They went crazy over that movie.
It sucks I don't put a lot of stock into what those guys think. Go him on!
Go on, 64!
My favorite Super Nintendo
Yeah,
game.
that little ninja guy. Remember him?
Mystical Ninja! Yeah!
He's got a giant robot version of himself in feudal Japan. Awkward Loser, I'm just saying that he's so rich and into Hollywood that they do crazy shit. Dusty Springfield. Who's Dusty Springfield?
That looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
This is the clip we showed on 30/2010.
Why'd they censor that guy's
SmackDown,
butt?
know your foe.
Ow!
Make that joke again. I don't care.
Oh.
That
looks like a prop.
Got you an X rating.
Please. Kliss Bassa says Starship Troopers, Traitor of Mars, Casper Van Dien, and Dina Myers return.
Who gives a shit?
At looking up all the actors in this movie, it's astonishing how many of them returned for the direct-to-DVD sequels.
The second movie is so there are 4 people in the second movie.
Well, you point out like so many actors.
There's no one from this movie. It's an alien movie set in a warehouse.
But Chris, you point out 2010 how many actors in this movie are just in it because they're beautiful and not great actors. That it's no wonder. And there's no wonder that they return.
Reappear.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, they have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Dude, I really thought Denise Richards died, and I really thought there was a Mazzy Star song. And what movie am I thinking of?
I don't know. I don't know what Mazzy Star is. What's the song?
It's Rick and Morty closes with a Mazzy Star song when Morty buries himself.
Produced by John Davison. I used to work for him.
That's Starship Troopers, y'all. Yes. Thank you for joining us.
I made it all the way without peeing, by the way.
Wow! Almost 2 hours.
Only guy who didn't make pee-pee.
Like a real big boy.
Most.
I was rewarded the most.
I have a vague plan for 2 weeks from now. No votes. We'll see if it happens. It's up to a few people. But thank you so much, Brett. Thank you for joining us, buddy.
Hey.
The movie hold up for you?
Yeah, it's still really good.
I love Starship Troopers.
I've seen it so many times that I don't even process it anymore.
The only good Brett is a commentary Brett.
Yeah. There we go.
But thanks, guys, for joining us. We are done here. We will see you one more time in November. Thank you so much. That's not the one that closes out the live stream. Peace out, y'all.